リーチの長い攻撃はそれだけで大きな強みになるよ。どの攻撃ボタンがリーチが長いか確認しておいてね。
Good morning, gamers. Welcome to Chain Shift 2025 Granblue Fantasy Versus Top 8 Sunday. Sounded good. We got some giggles in the chat
very
already.
Demonic right now.
Yes. Yeah, it's you know, the blue stuff is always good, but I'm a big fan of red.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get that in
We're
2.5.
It is 10 a.m., so we are, I guess, like burning in hell
Yes.
to get up this early for our finals. So
The weather.
thank you for having us. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you know, we're all good now.
Thank you for having us. It's a wonderful morning here in SoCal. As you know, it is hot sometimes, but we're good now. We turned the AC on, so we're all good.
The AC
thank you for joining us for Chain Shift's 2025's Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising Final Top 8. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. I'm Shay, and joining me is
Dave.
Just Dave.
Just Dave.
That's
you know,
awesome.
We don't have the budget for lowercase letters, but it's usually all lowercase, so all good. But no, I'm real excited for Top 8. Lots of good matches yesterday. You were on in the morning half.
Yeah.
Checking them out. And, you know, I'm real excited to see. We got Zane and Dragalia coming up first.
Yeah, saw a lot of the qualifying matches, and really looking forward to kind of see through who else filtered through. So looking forward to that as well.
Absolutely, yeah. And we got in the second set of pools, Deotay and PPMAN making it mountain as well.
Yeah,
and,
watch PPMAN qualify. They won in the FERRY, I believe.
Yeah,
Very close
yeah.
one.
You know, that matchup, tales old as time in SoCal here. They're always playing every week. And PPMAN able to clutch it out in the 3-2 victory. Shuaboo versus Kemo Enjoyer, which we may see a mirror there. Who knows? Shuaboo known to play a bunch of different characters. And then Saltz and IRONGOD, another SoCal classic. But yeah, we're going to have Zane and Dragalia up first, so likely GRIMNIR and possibly NARMAYA. There's a couple characters from Dragalia. Dragalia has this curse where if you mention a certain character, they have to play them, so we'll try not to, but you never know. Could be for the content.
Like an inverted Rumpelstiltskin.
Exactly, yeah. Getting into it, I have to imagine this surely it's a button check, right?
Right.
You know. I know Zane likes the flying types and you know the zoomies, but this ain't Top 8, too early for this.
Yeah,
10 a.m. over here still.
Wolf character is very popular right now, I would say, right? NARMAYA played quite a bit. Takes a long time to master the character, but really rewards you for being able to handle both versions of her stances, right? And seamlessly switching between the two. And of course, she is probably one of the best like throw baits in the game right now, I would say.
Yeah, the EX flip, of course.
So one of the few characters that kind of kept their like plus strength throw rate, right? It's really powerful. And then of course, you know, GRIMNIR applying neutral instruction if you can watch him play at all. Really powerful mix-ups, really great neutral as well, right? Punishes you for hanging off of him by setting up like seals onto them. So.
Absolutely, yeah. And a lot of the game plan, too, kind of revolves around, like you mentioned, the seals, but also EX Tornado, too. Super critical in setting up some of the seals, controlling that neutral, so certain characters have to be able to contest that. NARMAYA does have the teleport to deal with that, too, so we'll see how Dragalia deals with that setup. Looks like we are going in.
Yeah, she's very versatile right now. Just because a lot of her tools that require meter really do let you get in, so... We'll see how it starts, yeah. I think that meter is a pretty big factor in this matchup. Whether or not you can maintain your cooldowns and like your ultimate skills, right? Really important.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know, both these characters too, kind of high aggression, high mix options, whether it's the throw bait off of the flip or the seals. So you're going to see a lot of meter. Of course, you just build it by walking forward or running forward. So we'll see how they adapt and how they use that
How do they get NARMAYA's pants?
How do they get NARMAYA's pants? It's one of the skins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Battle Pass?
It's, you know, just one of the colors, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got pants and boots, apparently. I didn't know LOWAIN can wear an actual shirt in one of his colors, too. That's pretty cool.
You know, because I just worked on like a costume for this for someone. And I'm like, wait, she has pants sometimes? Anyway, we're starting off here. Throw gets broken cleanly. Okay.
It works out this time, and yeah, we're trying to chase down Zane back at that mid screen, but Zane using those PCs pretty aggressively early, just getting started.
Yeah. Ultimate Tornado gets the refund there. Cheeky little throw. Doesn't activate the deal, but yeah, but uses it to bait out a DP, but doesn't punish.
There's that flip, going for the throw bait, Zane not biting.
Yeah, one of her stances hurt. Some of her normally recover so quickly. What a pickup.
Wow, nice conversion there. Going to be able to get the hit, but no full cinematic, unfortunately. Zane trying to get that diamond back. We're down to 1 diamond on Dragalia's side, so extra damage is a factor now.
Oh, double bait there. I like that. Nice dodge on that tornado.
We're spending all the skills. Yeah, just backdash, throw out the lariat. Dragalia's got to come in, you're ready for it. But you got to be worried about the 100 meters sometimes. Dragalia's pretty good with your actions, able to check a lot of the scenarios as well.
Yeah, that is scary because, you know, a good hit there could have just flipped right into a tornado.
Unfortunately, waited just a little bit longer. Maybe the tornado would have went away, but it's always tricky. It feels like it lasts forever.
Nice throw check. Dashes out of the corner. Nice interrupt. Good air to air.
For the double stance switch, and after Dragalia's got the corner pressure, getting started. Good checks on Zane. A scary situation tech there. You're
staying aggressive there. Looks like they missed their tornado, but we're in the battery. Sorry, not tornado, the flip.
Yeah, it's working out. We're at 1 bravery point apiece, down to 0 now for Dragalia, so extra damage coming in.
Really scary if you get hit by anything. Okay, good air
Air to air with the flip, just to skip a little bit better. Ooh, coming in with the aggression.
That's gonna hurt.
100 meters.
Tip is a factor here, yeah. No. Okay, managed to get out, but yeah, that's, well, not guaranteed, but.
Yeah, had an option to reversal, maybe a counter, the super even, but Zane going up. First game, it is versus 3 all the way through, so have some time to learn and adjust to the matchup a little bit more. But right now, Zane starting off with the aggression. 6 out, strong start.
Yeah. Hesitated there, forced the BC out to maintain momentum. Okay, yeah. Got a swing. Very nice.
Using the teleport to side switch just to maintain some of that corner pressure too. Really strong option for Dragalia, but gonna get thrown back in. So now Zane's got it.
Missed opportunity there. BC gets blocked, but maintains pressure here.
Gets the wall bounce confirmed. Gets the super too. Giving a good chunk of damage, not quite dead, but down to a couple of BP points left here. So extra damage coming in. 100 meter on deck from Dragalia. SSBA is an option.
Ooh. Nice DP. Price of the bait has not been on that yet, though.
So far, just kind of close space. Hits the raging strike. It's 10 a.m. We're not dodging those at all. Too early. Too early for that.
Same finisher there.
Gets the chip out, though.
Battle 2. Engage.
Starting off trying to use the seal dashes to start that pressure. Dragalia not fighting and now taking the offensive.
Yeah, I think Dragalia needs to kind of change up their timing with their offense. I think that, like, the bait is not really working. There you go.
Oh, we got the first flip and getting the conversion just barely.
Very nice. Challenge in the corner. He gets this combo here. Okay, let's go for super. Cash out early.
Yeah, taking away that diamond, very critical. We've seen Zane being BC, but just the jab out, so unfortunate. Dragalia ready.
Yeah, maybe try to just kind of empty bait. Just got challenged, gets crossed up there.
Now it's a trick. Look at this corner, Jerry. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what a character.
Ultimate tornado knockdown. Gets baited. That should do it.
Zane, yeah, just going to go for the double seal dash to close it out. Zane going up 2-0 in this first of 3.
Yeah, the delayed jump in off that seal set, really powerful. Especially if you get your opponent there, right?
Yeah, and it's good information too for Zane, recognizing that maybe Dragalia is not using the block button all the time.
Yeah.
So seals are definitely still an option for mix-up. You know, you can block left-right with the block button.
Block on that. Respects that as well.
Double tech there this time. Gets the DP.
Nice. Big drop.
Yeah, spending a little tornado just to build some space. There's that seal dash, but this time Dragalia ready for it.
Reversal.
Now to Zane, you know, a little bit down on the meter resources, but trying to build it back up. The anti-air's a good start, though.
Okay. Front side twice. That should do it.
Yeah, going for that second seal dash delay just to catch any sort of mash attempt. Strong option from Zane, and all of a sudden Zane on set point here.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
Okay. Okay. Nice challenge there. Throw.
It's the throw. Zane trying to play safe. Not too worried about the flip right now, but getting clipped low.
Yeah, really good options there, right? Empty low. Get it out of the BC. Restand. One of the options we haven't spoken about much yet.
Cooldowns are a little low right now for Drag, and unfortunately, yeah, that throw in the corner is really critical.
BC's out. It's blocked throw pressure. BC's again.
Down to one Brave point. Spend another one from Zane. Doesn't want to deal with the flip pressure.
Ooh, tags the backdash.
Yeah, finds a hit, but unfortunately no full conversion there. It's a little too far away. Dragalia trying to find a way in, but Zane just respecting this pressure.
What hit though? Even like two poorly tech throws.
Oh, and there
finally,
it is!
yeah.
Finally found that throw bait. Gets a hit. Dragalia on the board.
That might have been my fault.
Just subconsciously tech the throw. It's okay. But still Zane looking to close this out. We're tied up 1 round apiece here. Game 3. Ooh. Okay, the fast fall?
That's the old, like, I'm not doing anything, but I did nothing.
I mean, it looks neat. It's good for the can.
The throw pressure, though, really adding up. BC's out. Slot dodge. Dragalia does get that throw, has the corner position. Zane does BC out. BC's back to maintain pressure. That missed the jump there, I think.
It's all good. We got another seal dash. Seals, there's only one left on the board. That's going to be enough to take it.
Okay, this is completely unnecessary.
Zane going to be taking it 3-0 over Dragalia, moving on to winners finals. Dragalia, of course, not out of it yet. It is double elimination, so.
For sure. I did think that like they had a lot of positions where they were looking pretty strong, but a couple of missed opportunities there. You just got to rub the little tired sleepies out of your eyes and do your best in losers finals, or losers part of the bracket.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're going to be moving on. We got Deotay and PPMAN coming up next. A SoCal Classic. It's the VASERAGA versus the FERRY.
Right.
You see, both characters recently buffed. FERRY previous patch, and then of course VASERAGA with the newest patch. Has that RM.
Seeing the armor in action is definitely a little bit jarring, right? Because the armor lasts like the way that it plays out mentally for you now is completely different. Like even just being forced to like look at a meter counting down is a lot different than just seeing if the icon is there or not, right? Since like you have to kind of mentally, there is the ability to kind of mentally like see, oh, is the armor still on or something? Like that's just adds to your mental stack, right? As opposed to just in the past, you just know it's gone now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So even though maybe in some situations it's not like a huge change, the ones that it does make a big change in like are really effective, right? Especially for specific matchups, and I imagine this FERRY matchup could be one of them.
Yeah, FERRY has some active moves. You got the tornado option, of course. You got your 5U system mechanic just to try to blow through the armor. But who cares about armor? We're not going to be seeing any of that. We're going to be seeing shuaboo versus Kemo Enjoyer. A possible double LOWAIN near. I know shuaboo plays a lot of different characters. Known legend throughout Granblue Vanilla. Is played basically the whole cast at this point.
Yeah, I think a LOWAIN near. I don't know who that favors necessarily, other than the audience, but.
I don't even think the audience wins at that point. I mean, I guess people who sell snacks at the snack bar, right? A lot of eating food.
I am pretty hungry.
Yeah, got to start off light. We're doing the GRIMNIR button check. Surely this isn't. I don't think I've ever seen shuaboo pick GRIMNIR, but you never know. Could be saving it for the event.
Battle 1. Engage.
Going in, he's got the burger shirt on too. Big fan of that.
Yeah, I do. I would like a burger. I know that like it's funny because this is like the SoCal event. It's really funny having people ask you like where to eat for once, like because before we haven't had like regional, right?
Yeah.
So then you're kind of just like, oh yeah, people have to ask me where to eat now. I'm not asking them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we got the In-N-Out right down the street. That's where I hit up.
Yeah.
Got too big of a shake and then took a nap because it just tucked me in. But, we are going to see the double lane. We got alcoholism on the right side this time, though. And we got Coliseum. We're counting tiles. So.
Part of this matchup is, like, kind of how well do you understand the lanes mix-up? Because, some of these... some of the mix-ups are kind of fake, like they're not really overhead, but then you block them low or overhead because you're scared of it, right? So it's kind of matters.
Absolutely, you're gonna see some Wahey mix, dealing with the cat bot too, especially on the Oki. Is it real? Is it fake?
Yeah, that's a risky jump there. Ultimate throw gets dodged, so no refund. Ah, what a bait!
Throw bait.
A little bit this time.
Okay. I'm gonna get a throw bait back.
Big drop. I don't blame him. It's very distracting.
Absolutely, but right now Kemo has no breaking points left, but shooting on half-life.
Yeah,
it's really on their side.
Oh, pretty good. Kind of there. Well, I guess he's in the air. He's dead.
Goodness. You know, that round ended, but nobody had meter for some reason. Nobody had
Well,
life.
they were all spending it on EX pinwheel guys.
I mean, I guess if it's there, you would spend it, right? All the bots coming out right away.
Cheeky throw. Ooh, the counter lost to the cat bot missiles. Spend some DP there. That might also be part of it too. Spending DP on that as well. Cross up.
Finds the cross up. Good start here from shuaboo. Getting things going here. Setting up the bot for the extra corner carry.
Okay.
Food. Got the salad this time. Trying to make some healthy
It
choices.
does increase your health. That makes sense.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of the ult bros too, trying to delete some of the assist calls, whether it's cat bot or the bros.
Nice!
Oh my goodness.
At least ultimate counter anyway. BC, he has a huge BC advantage right now. Spends on there.
Respect missiles. shuaboo got 100 meter though.
Okay. I mean, like, chip is a huge factor here, and yeah, he's pretty much dead.
Yeah, it's tricky. You got to guess. Those rocks, you know, most of the other options from Yiggy.
Well,
you
even
can
then,
spot
like,
dodge.
once you're down to a pixel, like, the orb is, like, unassailable. 'Cause you can't, like, because it sets up the other one if you're far enough away.
Exactly, yeah. But right now, shuaboo on the board, first game.
Shouldn't have brought 2 bottles to a knife fight, that's what I think.
I mean, you might get thirsty, right? You're working hard.
That's true.
You got the beef too, but the TP
yeah, good
reversal. Trying to get something going here, but starting to control a little bit this neutral pace. We're eating 2 diamonds now from shuaboo. Gonna be taking some additional damage.
Ooh. Good BC out, but has none left. This the next throw will probably kill him. Unironically. Oh, this is really bad.
Gotta figure out.
Like a single overhead will probably kill him.
Good block so far. Yeah, respecting the high, blocking the low. Oh, and yeah, the fadeaway jumper, it gets everyone at least once.
The underused option, if I'd be honest with you.
I mean, surely you think too, okay, the meter's gone, he's going to get off the pyramid eventually, but no, he's got a little more in the tank.
Yeah,
right?
jumps into that, but too far away. He didn't have the meter to do the follow-up, probably.
Unfortunately, too, Kemo, 10 seconds into this match, down to 1 diamond left.
Got reversal thrown there. The throw is the fastest. No punish on that, but does get the low. In the corner. What food are we eating? Nothing. We're just inviting a bro over to jump on him.
Oh, unfortunate drop, and the reversal by answer back because they're trying to find a way out.
Yeah, that was a big drop because it might have built enough meter to give you the pyramid attack.
Yeah, they might have been able to kill too off of it. Has the 100 meter though. Yeah, there's the pyramid.
Well, I mean,
Finds the hit, goes for the low. Surely the high comes first, right?
yeah. Surely a high or low option will come.
Oh my gosh, we're sending
wow.
everything out. Laser immediately, got the pros and everything. Should be taking control round 3.
Crazy timing on that. Oh,
Good spot dodge.
He
Not ready
dodged
for the
those.
tech though.
yeah, it's not minus, but it puts your opponent in like a sticky situation. Just dodge there. Just dodge the attack.
Oh, the rockets!
Wow.
How unfortunate.
Kemo's really good at this thing that he does where he'll do EX counter and then follow it up with ultimate counter. Hey!
Yeah, just that high again. Trying to bait a throw or some sort of option, reversal maybe.
Ooh, text it anyway. Nice.
It's the hit, but unfortunately, yeah, the way that hit with the bro interaction, not gonna have to get the full confirm.
Shuaboo taking their turn. The cat bot. That's a risky jump. Not anti-aired. Ooh, doesn't dodge that. And then sends it right back at you.
Gets the hit. There's the reversal. We're trying to find a way out.
Okay, BC. Air to air. Throw gets tagged. Ooh. That's. Whoa!
Yeah, got the counter confirmed this time. Kemo's starting to party here a bit. No diamonds, so not getting any sort of additional extension.
Throw tech.
Good tech from shuaboo.
Scary right now. Tech again. Oh, what a forward walk.
Out.
Yeah.
We don't block, we just hold forward. Eat the salad as a victory. shuaboo up 2-0.
That's classic right there. Jumping, like walking forward to your opponent ends up in the corner. That's really classic.
Oh, my
no.
goodness. The whole family's here. getting the first big interaction. Going to be able to take the corner. Spending the Rage Strike too just to get the additional damage on board. And there's the throw bait from Kemo this time.
That's more meter. Keeping the pressure going. Looks...
Goes for tricky, hard to blockable. shuaboo trying to eat up, get some life back.
Ooh.
Yeah, the pasta, good start.
Nice. Ah, too far. Yeah, this should be good.
Absolutely good conversion there from Kemo. Good stabilization. Lots of life too to gamble, so
Yeah.
really in control that round.
Kemo's very aggressive with spending the break points, but
I mean, if you
Yeah.
all good in my book. shuaboo trying to get something started, but Kemo able to get that foot low.
okay, good challenge. It does make me feel like it is possible for... Ooh, anti-air. Far away. Yeah, it is possible when you spend your break points like that, it is possible for like your punch to make a comeback, right? Using that as reversal seems pretty good.
Good evasion too. Using that really fast backdash to avoid the 6-6H, and now we're going to see full conversion from shuaboo. Spending the additional Rage Strike to get the setup going.
Ooh. Didn't backdash the second time this time.
Again, the reversal. We've seen so many of those come out, and just every single one has hit so far. Kemo, good placement on that.
Yeah. Again, that has a lot to do with like understanding how everything wins offense works, right? You can kind of see it and like react with the reversal. Counter. Gorgeous tech. Uh-oh. Big factor here.
Yeah, could be a good factor, but Kemo on the board now. Using that throw bait with the rockets to cover. Taking the next game. Trying to make this comeback here. shuaboo deep in thought. Just trying to realize, okay, you know, I can do this. I'm up 2. Cash out a little bit more of the food, more rockets. Goes to the throw this time.
Oh, too far.
Yeah, unfortunately that sweep, not the best starter, so hard to get a lot of options, but punishes the roll. shuaboo starting to party here, has a lot of meter available too to get things going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Raging Strike, we're gonna go to 2H. This should be a dead character. The perfect shuaboo on set point. Kemo could be going home here.
Ooh, wow, really aggressive there. You can counter after a slightly minus.
Yeah, good bait there on the parry too. Starting to party.
Ooh, okay. Empty low. Good defense there. Doesn't bite on it. Leo.
Spending that ult bro to kind of make space, delete any sort of assist calls too. Good option.
Just took the high.
But yeah, now
That's
chip out's a
bad.
factor. Yeah. You can't really spot dodge there either because you can get 6-6L'd. So
Yeah.
kind of a good checkmate scenario and good awareness from Kemo to set that up.
It's not a character with a reversal super like that, I guess. I think you would die if you're kind of armored. Ooh, okay. Didn't get anti-aired. Scaring on there.
And the brothers now, we're seeing a little bit more patient play, eating the spaghetti in front of the face, you know, saying, hey, you want to buy it? No, that's okay.
That's a vibe I could dig. I love spaghetti. Ooh, a little too far.
It's
Nice.
the side switch too.
I knew it was gonna work. Ooh.
Even pyramid attack now, so you got to be ready for the mix. Ball gets hit high, unfortunately, though. Going to be deleting a diamond too. Lots of damage on the board here.
Ooh, finally baited it, but didn't punish.
Yeah, unfortunately, that DP really hard to punish at times. It recovers pretty low to the ground.
And there it is. Using Catbot with a delay to beat up the counter.
Absolutely, shuaboo proving to be the LOWAIN to move on, eliminating Kemo and Joyer from the bracket. Kemo getting 7th place.
Yeah, definitely not a slouch, right? It's a tough bracket here. Championship, a lot of very strong players pretty early in the bracket, right? So we are seeing a lot of the best of SoCal kind of show out, right? So good ups to him for making it this far.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know, thanks for coming out. You know, Kemo not local to the region either, so it's always cool to see people come out for our little events here. You know.
Yeah, and then we can tell them to go eat In-N-Out.
Go eat it now. You know, if you don't have it, I had this discussion with Foss yesterday, but In-N-Out, it's fine in a pinch, right? The habit, though, that's the actual good.
Oh,
burger.
the habit?
The habit.
Okay, I think the habit and In-N-Out are not the same, like, tier of food because the habit costs like twice as much.
I don't know. Now
It
in the
does.
year 2025?
Yeah, it does.
No, I mean I paid like $14 for my meal yesterday. at
You're gonna pay
In-N-Out.
like $7 at In-N-Out.
No, at In-N-Out. It was like 14
What'd you get?
bucks.
What'd you get?
I got a number 1
Okay.
with a shake.
That's not $14. I'm
It
pretty
was
sure.
14. I have the receipt. It's somewhere. It's probably in the trash. Who knows? Other pair of pants. But
Because like double is like $5.69 or something, right? Fries is like $2.70. So it's like
it's up there, man. I think even without the shake, it's probably like $11 or something like that.
yeah. I do think the habit is like really good. And then back when Beautiful Dude was still like a major part of the scene, would always tell me that it originated in Santa Barbara. That's where it's from.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I do like they've got like the charred burger with the avocado is pretty good.
It's so
That's
good.
pretty clutch, but it's so expensive. That's the problem. So I don't eat there anymore.
It's worth it. It's worth it. I think the dollar to yumminess ratio totally in Habit's favor.
I don't think so. I think you're kind of, that's the thing. I don't consider like In-N-Out to be in the same tier as like a slightly more boutique hamburger place. But that doesn't necessarily mean you can't eat there. I'm just saying they're not the same tier. Like I don't rate them in the same category.
I mean, you don't want to pick top tiers? Is that what you're saying? What are these characters on this button select? This button chat.
Well, one of them is the random character, so.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. We got the Lunali chilling out back there with the VASERAGA. She picks top tier. She likes the habit, so kind of all works out.
I gotta check these prices real quick.
But yeah, we're gonna have Saltz and IRONGOD up next. Another SoCal classic. Saltz, really strong GBVSR player. That's primarily what they're known for. But they have a couple characters. They've been rocking the Materia lately. They've got the PERCIVAL available. IRONGOD, of course, through and through, a FERRY player. Has all the characters to master. Can play most characters at a competent level, but FERRY, that's the main squeeze.
Yeah.
They've tried a couple different characters. They got, interested in the Galleon for a little bit, but definitely FERRY.
FERRY is pretty strong in this. I would say like in this version of the game, just because she's a lot better at setting up a lot of her like mix-up options, right? And she's always traditionally done tons of damage off of them, so.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on the onus of the opponent to be able to block high, low, ready for which GG
gamble.
setups are real. Trying to just get the FERRY to block literally anything so GG goes away, but even the old skill, sometimes that's not enough.
Yeah, classically though, DJEETA has a pretty good mid-range against her. Just especially with Rekka, right? There's also one of her like really fast options that is pretty good at tagging FERRY at some of her slightly slower ranges, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the Fireball too, good option. You can delay the start to get things going. The X Fireball. You got the old Fireball now to get the good throw baits going. We're going to see the battle of the high-low versus the throw bait to see which one's superior. I know IRONGOD's been wanting to dethrone Saltz as the top player in SoCal, so I think this sets a good way to get that conversation going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, round start light DP. Oh, what a menace.
I mean, it's not likely you're going to get really punished for it, but tries to spot dodge.
Yeah, IRONGOD's definitely been liking the delay whip setup a little bit more, recognizing that people roll that usually and try to punish the fast whip.
I think that people these days are not, even if you have a fire, wow, we've seen DP as your mix-up, but I think that like people are not as aggressive with fireballs in this matchup anymore because of like the years of legacy, like kind of how you play it, right? But like that is the one option that beats the delayed whip, and people are not really going to it anymore, so I see why that would work.
Yeah, it can be tricky, but yeah, unfortunately that high, it's going to be able to close it out. IRONGOD strong round start here.
Very good. Very solid.
Yeah, we're seeing IRONGOD utilize some of the new buffs from FERRY too, using that far light to kind of control space a little bit more. DJEETA has some troubles contesting. But, Saltz also known really well for some good footsie play and being able to punish with a jump and able to punish the delay whip.
Nice. Goes for delayed low there. The corner position. A little too far, been a little awkward, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, FERRY not floating high enough to get the full DP pickup confirmed, but that's okay. Saltz still in control, 100 meter on deck.
Okay.
Going for the install. You don't see this too often, but gonna punish the drill.
Yeah, a little too far away. Didn't make contact. Has a little meter left. It just goes. It's a raw drill.
Raw drill trying to go for throw bait, get the single hit, counter hit maybe, and get a full confirm there. But Saltz has 100 meter on deck. You have to imagine he's waiting for to punish something, go for an SBA.
Okay.
Right now, good pressure. That GG building space for IRONGOD, doing a bunch of favors for him in spades.
Wow. Just make some space there. Here comes the fireball.
Saltz just trying to get Iron God to bite on something. That throw, pretty critical. 1 diamond, so taking additional damage. Good tech from Iron God.
Could easily turn around though. Yeah, well, side switch here.
Oh no, this is a huge start for Iron God, but unfortunate drop.
Oh, the double dodge. That's really risky. Ultimate.
Oh yeah, good awareness of Saltz to walk back to avoid the hula hoop and punishing with the old fireball. Tying it up 1 round apiece.
Ooh, yeah, the sweep. Does
Saltz.
crush it.
Really? Yeah, aware. Using a lot of these crush options. We saw the light DP in round 1 to crush the button options. Now that sweep.
The jab. I think jab just to poke away there. Like that option. To maintain the spacing.
It's strong, and you know, it's put Saltz in a position too where, hey, you got to try to punish this. It's pretty fast to recover. I don't get a lot off of it, but it's a good start. Saltz getting the jump in this time.
Spacing was a little off, but managed to get the throw.
Goes for another throw. Goes for another throw. Latex going to be taking some chip out from that.
Double VC.
Triple
Third
BC.
one.
We're all out.
You're dead if you get thrown anyway, I guess. Oh! GG, just, you got to grow a little more, man.
And GG, unfortunately, a little too tired to get that full confirm. It's still early here, but Saltz trying to make something happen. It's the throw punish.
Install.
Yeah,
okay.
Trying to go for a cool yoga sniper setup. Saltz just trying to escape. The RL able to close it out off the EX Rekka. Saltz on the board. First game. Iron God chilling, thinking about it. You know, Iron God plays a bunch of different characters, has options to go to.
I don't think that was a particularly bad round. I think that definitely had the option to win right there at the very end, right? Yeah. They had the install setup going. If they just executed to some level, that would have been probably fine.
Yeah, you know, you don't see the install option too much either from many fair players. They prefer to go for the SPA ball setup, but you know, Iron God seems to find some good value in being able to use those cancel routes and hit some unfamiliarity. Yeah. But right now, Saltz starting to party here. Ooh, super firm. Good challenge there. Using the Raging Strike extension, spending the extra meters, going to use the old skill, but unfortunately just a little too far away.
Like the attempt, though. You have such an advantage if you lose that 50 meter. It's still not a big deal.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get the hit, you win the round. Totally worth it, I think. Saltz down to 1 diamond, so additional damage. Oh, no, I'm sorry, no diamonds now, but gonna get the 6XM to close out the round.
Yeah, because that fireball at that range is just so risky for the opponent to dodge, just for that exact reason. It's just so active.
Yeah, it's really threatening. Controls a lot of space, too, even if you block it. DJEETA gets to go in, but I got trying to control the pace a little bit more, spending those cooldowns a little bit early just to control the pace.
Okay, DC. Ooh, good bait. Big counter hit.
Yeah, gonna be able to get like a double H starter here, but unfortunate drop.
Yeah, the spacing was a little off, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's weird. Those close H's, they have a lot of range for certain characters, but, you know, depending on the jungle height, maybe it might come out as a far H. The TP from Saltz, though, to answer back.
Ooh, the delayed overhead. Need the ball.
Ball, yep, gonna take that diamond away, gonna get 1 back. Set
nice.
up the GG, goes for the low, closes it out. That was pretty tricky.
Very cheeky, yeah.
I like it. You know, that one's out. We saw the SPA finally work out, too, so good utilization for Iron God, tying up the round count.
Ooh, good tag. GG again. He's just locking down. Ooh, good challenge.
Good challenge off the plus range, too. That's such a scary scenario to challenge, but Saltz finding a way in.
You're only minus if you're evil.
You just gotta believe in the Faro. It's a pretty good one, too. Pretty fast, pretty big. Ignore the low profile, it's okay.
Ooh, good challenge. Very deep in that, but Saltz does a BC, but just challenged by Iron God.
Good start. Almost 100 meter on deck for Iron God. Are we going to see an SPA ball come out? I think you got to be worried about Saltz SPA in response to 1 diamond apiece, extra damage on the board.
Good challenge to erase that HCG. Final BC. This is actually a big factor because I think a single combo could get close to kill.
Oh,
ball setup.
Ball. Yeah, I want to take the diamond back just to kind of secure things. Oh my goodness, what an answer.
This going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage. No diamonds available for Iron God. No meter available. Has some cooldowns available, but unfortunately, Ferry reversalist without meter.
It's really scary. Nice challenge.
A jab out, ready for it.
That's like scary because a single throw would have killed probably.
I think Iron God recognizing too the awareness of just being able to see that, you know, 5L, it's good, it's plus, but I can low profile it. Ferry's small enough to get in with that crouch hit and confirm. Tying it up, win a piece.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah. So far, Iron God, like, you know, that kind of stole that one round, right, where they had that really, like, 2 setups in a row. And I think that in the long run, if they can kind of make a lot of those kind of situations happen, they should be able to win a lot of these rounds.
Absolutely, yeah. But, you know, Saltz really strong about, like, not being in those scenarios, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to die to Nutra at least, where you have a chance. Oh, goes to the throw bait, gets the DP punish. Huge chunk of damage and going to be able to control the corner still. Saltz trying to find a way out.
Wow.
To BC, the throw out of the corner. Another DP, but unfortunately, yeah, not in the corner, so not going to be able to full confirm.
It's definitely a statement, though, for sure. Like, I know you're going to press something.
Absolutely, Saltz just trying to find a way in.
Nice
has
dash.
SSBA available to get something going.
Yeah, Saltz is showing off a lot of, like, the carries of knowledge, right? Knowing how to challenge these GG placements. This chip is such a big factor here now.
Good
Jump.
utilization of the BC, just try to escape. Ah, yeah, just the walk back far L. So hard to test with.
Far L's do add up over
Battle
time.
2.
Absolutely. You know, very non-committal too. You know, good luck trying to punish with SBA, but Iron God in control here, taking the advantage in the set. First time, trying to bait a throw, but Iron God ready to mash out. Ooh. Just really controlling with these normals.
Yeah, really locked out here. Change the momentum a little bit. Okay, let's start. DC right back to DC.
Yeah, you work so hard to get in, navigating all these normals, and again, we're 3 for 3 on those overheads right now. Iron God has SBA, gonna cash it out to take the diamond and start challenging Saltz a little bit more to find an answer.
Reset.
Double reset.
Yeah.
Iron God going up 2-1 in the set.
Some of these setups are just so nasty because you have little familiarity with them, right? Because you're getting reset in the middle of what you think is a combo, but it's still like a guaranteed setup.
Absolutely. And, you know, good awareness too of Iron God utilizing the SBA. Like, one of the core components of it, of how long it lasts, how many hits it has. Only get a couple hits to delete the diamond, and then use an opportunity to reset and get the kill.
Very clever. Really spent many hours in the lab for that one.
Right now, Saltz starting to control, able to get the full pickup. Use the charge and throw bait. You have to be scared about it, but gonna get the counter hit confirm anyways.
Yeah, this round is all Saltz right now. Catches that as well.
Iron God down to 1 diamond too, so gonna be taking some additional damage, but SSBA available. We might see that install again. Might see the ball, not quite dead. Have to deal with the safe jump.
What a challenge.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I knew it's probably going to be empty. Challenge right away. Yeah, I would not count Iron God out here because they do have 100 meter, and if you do the double setup again, that could erase like a big portion of that life bar.
Right now, but you know, it's on Iron God to find a way in. But yeah, just gonna use the Chi-Chi. Wow, I can't believe that did not low crush. Saltz taking around.
Yeah, that dash in Roma has made a lot of hay right now.
I mean, it's pretty good. Deals with a lot of neutral tools. Deals with the
it's
the
really like a lock. I mean, it's tagged Iron God quite a few times in neutral.
Times here, but right now Iron God trying to control the pace, gets the hit. Spot dodge just a little too early. Goes for the low bait.
Ultimate DP, ultimate record of challenge to GG. Can get in.
Right now, Iron God just trying to keep Saltz out and finds the hit.
Yeah, good challenge on that. GG, dodge into overhead.
Yeah, he finds the Yoga Sniper. We're going to see a bunch of damage coming up here, and Iron God on set point. You know, that's the first time he's gone for it this whole set, too.
Yeah, it's
normally go for the DP, but this time go high.
They've gone for a like more guaranteed safe maneuverable every time there, and that time was probably the cheapest time they've done it, right? Because they dodged first, and then went for a delayed overhead, right? So it's many layers deep now.
Absolutely. You know, that's part of that conditioning and adapting your game plan to see how your opponent reacts. But now Saltz trying to find a way in, but this pressure from Iron God just so strong. Ooh. Oh, yeah, trying to BC just to get rid of that tornado, but unfortunately just a little too far away.
Okay. BC's the fireball. Again, ultimate skill.
Yeah,
These
challenge.
ones are challenges.
Good Rekka finds the counter hit confirm, has the EX Rekka available too. See a good chunk of damage. DP coming in. We have enough to SBA. Have to imagine you want to get a diamond back. Absolutely. Take one away too while you're at it. Oh, starting to stabilize here.
Yeah, great option here. And a good mix up here could kill as well. Okay, BC. Final diamond. Very gutsy, but that time the overhead got blocked. Saltz had previously missed that.
Saltz ready. We got 100-meter available. SBA, yeah, cashing it out just to get the diamond. Maybe able to survive a little bit more. Blocks the high again this time.
Oh, that throws into the
throw, but yeah, unfortunately had only one hit, so not able to really convert much off of it.
Uses the BC right away. It helps. Ah, yeah.
The hit, but unfortunately not dead.
Big factor here.
Uh-oh, chip out's an issue now.
Oh,
finds
nice
the drill.
dive.
Yeah, and goes for the throw.
Had just a gutsy dodge right there. Might have been able to save it, but it's really hard, right?
Yeah, because you have to imagine you want to wait for it, and it's such a last game scenario. Clutch out too.
Last moment clutch scenario.
If you spot dodge, you win the set. If you don't, you die. But it's okay. Has the game to gamble with. IRONGOD thinking over.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like if you land a throw, you win too, right? So it's just a pure 50-50 right there.
Absolutely. But right now, our competitors thinking it over, thinking about the change-ups, and really could have went either way.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was down to the last
that final interaction, right?
Absolutely, but IRONGOD ready for it this time. But Saltz finding the first hit, first interaction, going to be able to take that corner with the corner carry.
Oh, big throw bait, BDP.
Yeah, BDP didn't have a lot of cooldowns available, so just get the guaranteed damage. Unfortunately, they're going to eat the corner.
DP setup is hit like pretty much 100% of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the worst part about that setup, too, is even if you block the DP, GG holds it down for you, so you're forced to respect it regardless.
Trading BCs, IRONGOD down to 1 diamond. Again, very, very timely on that ultimate skill, right? Ultimate Rekka forcing G to go home.
Absolutely. G ready for it.
Again, yeah.
Challenging the GG. 100-meter on deck from IRONGOD. Got to be worried about the throw.
Oh, SSBA, but it gets dodged.
Yes, finds the spot dodge there. Good awareness. Saltz now able to clutch this back, and now Saltz on set point.
Yeah, the big difference here is that ultimate Rekka has been hit every time that G's been challenge GG.
You have to be ready for it. Again, we're seeing the EX from the starter able to get a bunch of damage on the table here.
Okay, pressure here, but gets out. Timely challenge. Ooh, vacuum.
Yeah, big start there, but unfortunately not able to secure the corner, but back to mid-screen. Ferry wants this anyways, it's okay.
Okay, managed to safely block that.
Yeah, not able to punish there, unfortunately not in the corner, but it's okay, IRONGOD will take it, use that space to just kind of build some real estate back.
Ooh, scary. BC.
First BC we've seen. Oh, we're seeing another one. There's another one.
We're
catching them all out. Damage, who cares? As long as I'm not getting hit, it doesn't matter.
Far. It's still safe enough there. Ooh, caught something.
Big start here for IRONGOD. Gonna find the car wheel into the GG setup.
Oh, what a challenge!
Jab the SSBA. Oh, this is gonna be a rip of damage. This actually should be enough to take it.
I do think it will be enough.
Unfortunate, yeah, just able to challenge, respecting the GG whatsoever. Saltz taking it 3-2 over IRONGOD, eliminating IRONGOD from the tournament.
And I think I understand how that came to be, right? Because IRONGOD had gone to the ultimate DP setup so many times in a row, right? And that was the one time they didn't necessarily have the ability to set that up or just didn't go for it. And so because of that, that's the one time Saltz decides to challenge, and with that challenge, up around as well, right? If I do this, I can win this whole set and move on. But with that, really risky, but really rewarding, right? So, yeah, great job for Saltz.
And again, it's so many times where it's just one interaction away, it could totally change the pace of the match.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's the kind of game this is, right? When you have 100 meter, or you're kind of character that can cash out meter to like a really advantageous situations, you can end, some games end really quickly in that moment, right? So, great on IRONGOD for getting this far. Congratulations to him for getting 7th place as well. So we will, of course, it's SoCal. We're going to see them around. So
yeah, absolutely. I know they're really excited for Marvel Tokon, and they're a tag fighter. Right? Of course,
absolutely.
GG being a tag character in itself, totally makes sense.
Yeah,
but yeah,
absolutely.
we've got the air tag fighters coming up. But Salt's going to be moving on to fight Dragalia in losers quarters. I think we're going to have Deotay and PPMAN up next. So here we go. We were talking about it a little bit earlier, the VASERAGA Ferry matchup. You know, it turns out we have a lot of fairies in SoCal. I don't know what it is. Something in the water. Who knows? But Deotay, really enjoying the new buffs. Got the 4M, new armor scenarios you got to deal with. And even though the, you know, stance comes out, armor's still there, so you got to respect it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a recent change, right? So as opposed, like before when he used to power up, it would give him like an icon, and then like that meant like, okay, well the next move has armor now. And now if you spend the icon, instead of just going away, it kind of drains over time, and then the armor lingers for a bit. So it makes a big difference in some specific interactions for every character. You know, it really just kind of depends on what your character does against him to begin with, right? Yeah. So like, I think that like, I don't necessarily know how much it changes the Ferry matchup because she kind of does just like prevent him from getting armor to begin with. That's her game plan, right? But in a situation where he does get the armor, I do think it is possible for him to just like bully her.
Absolutely, yeah. And, I mean, she has some options. Obviously, having a reversal is a really strong option, and you just got to worry about, am I going to get armored on during that reversal? Using the ult hula hoop is, of course, another option. Using the vacuum as well to try
so many hits on that.
Beat it out. And, yeah, so many hits. So if you're in stance, you got to worry about which follow-up to use to avoid getting hit out of it. But even if you get hit out of it, the armor doesn't fully go away. It just takes a little bit off and then keeps draining. So you still have, like, one more interaction you can do. But yeah, and then of course GG, multi-hitting move too, so able to hold down neutral pretty well. The old GG might be a factor in this matchup too.
It is a classic matchup, and I do think that like VASERAGA does have his like a lot of his like stance into swing moves are pretty powerful against her if he does have momentum. Classically as well, like tackle can tag some of her normals as well too. Fireball's no slouch either, right? So it's short, but that's sometimes better for a matchup like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what Deotay might want to do is using that far out. It's so good now. It's fast. It moves really far. It crushes things of a similar priority level, right? And then you're able to use Fireball to continue that pressure and set up armor if they're not ready to spot dodge the whole Fireball. I think in some instances it's just a true block string, so you're just going to have to hold that anyways. But yeah, so, you know, these two players, they play all the time, right? It's another SoCal classic. I think last time they played it was Deotay, but PPMAN known for just farming scenarios and trying to find like weird, almost like cursed interactions that go out in their favor.
I do think that VASERAGA has a unique, I guess, like body type in this game. Like he's really, really huge, and so there are probably some situations where you get into something where like, you know, an average character wouldn't interact this way.
VASERAGA.
Absolutely, but yeah, we're queuing up that VASERAGA, of course, the classic. And PPMAN, I've seen him play a couple characters, right? But it's Ferry through and through. You know, you just got to go with your main speed sometimes and see what happens. Would be fun to see the PPMAN La Diva, but I don't think it's quite ready for prime time yet.
Maybe not the matchup for that. Well, I guess you never know.
Yeah, I mean, throw does beat armor, right? Don't have to worry about hits if it's an animation, but yeah, we're queued up here. Have to imagine maybe a quick little button check. Might just go right into it.
Believe in victory.
But this is winner's side too, so you know there's pressure obviously to get into winners finals, but loser's side.
Yeah, guaranteed medal if you win this one, right? So
absolutely. And I think you know in terms of guarantees too, we've also got that Matcherino too. I think all the codes have been claimed up, but if you are watching at home or watching here and able to directly contribute, it's of course much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's like the funding will go directly into our SoCal Granblue Versus redevelopment fund.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, I think we're queuing that in. And PPMAN 2, one of the interesting things, doesn't use technical inputs. Like, of course, there's the option you can do a technical input or use your simple input, but they turn off technical inputs entirely. They don't want to deal with misinputs at all and just use that skill button. So damage could be an issue at times, but
true. VASERAGA does have a lot of health, so.
But you know, it's just
I guess I'll be absolutely sure to point it out if that does happen.
I mean, I guess in Ferry's case, right? For the most part, you're canceling things. You have, I guess. Maybe GG could be an issue with damage, but GG's just a party starter anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It may not matter like a big deal, yeah. But I guess like some of our combos can be a little longer. Ooh, what a chance.
Oh my gosh, using a 2H just to crush things. Started Deotay down to 1 diamond, but that's okay. Gonna be able to check out a grip of damage. Walk on the high.
Yeah, haven't seen that classically.
Nice spot dodge. Gonna be able to get the hit confirmed there. And
Young man reaction. Ultimate fireball. Oh, no, GX tackle.
That's crazy. Yeah, using that old fireball just to get the additional time to juggle on that charge. Wow. Deotay taking the first round.
Battle 2.
Just like that, you know, I thought we were enjoying Granblue for a second. It's just, it's over too soon. And there's that armor buff again.
It's so scary.
2 stances within an armor setup.
Out.
Man trying to close space. There's the armor again. 1 hit down. Still has full armor to get things going. Finds the
wow,
hit.
what a pickup. Has a super tier if they want, but they go for ultimate fireball instead.
On round 2 goes for
Regular throw.
Gotta
Rarely see
guess.
that.
Goes for it. Gets the hit. Yeah, unfortunately, tried to use the cancel, but unfortunately just a little bit too fast. Man, able to get the SSBA going. Hopefully reverse this.
Still a pretty big lead to deal with, and of course,
Oh yeah, spot dodge does lose the throw. So Deotay, quick first game. You know, his character does damage, is able to schmoove a little bit now, so we're going to see some quicker gameplay. PPMAN definitely does not want to see that. Wants to slow things down, chill out, let GG control neutral a little bit more. Oh, finds the hits. Unfortunately, no armor there, so can't really challenge that as well.
Armor's up.
PPMAN ready for it, but unfortunately just a little too slow. GG finds the hit, and the cartwheel to pick.
They flinched. Oh, good bait. Not a big punish, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, with Ferry's jump too, it's a little bit more floaty, so you can't just jump it freely, but any damage is good damage. Finds another hit, and again, just a little fade away, get things going. Finds the counter hit. No way, he's dead, right? Okay.
No, see, if he just did the motion input, there
well,
you go.
I think in that case, it's cancel, right? So there's no penalty there, but even then, you know, maybe that one feral GG they sent out at the start of the round could make it add up, but they get the round anyways. All good, PPMAN on the board.
Ooh, okay, do it again.
Again, you see that, yeah, normal stance, EX stance, just to speed things up and get the armor going right away again. Oh, that old fireball.
Yeah, nice fireball there.
Such a challenge. Oh, good jump again, but again, just the float, you don't get much off. And if you try to yoga sniper, you're gonna get hit anyways.
Yeah, because this be buying.
Yeah, no diamonds from Deotay this time, but able to find the trade with the old fireball.
Respects it. Gets command zone this time though. Tries it again.
Backdash. As we've seen so far, really good awareness of the command grab options Deotay's been representing. Has 100 meter though, so you gotta be worried. Fireball, any sort of party starter options here.
Ooh, armor's through it. Has armor left over too. But
Finds the DP too. Ready for it. No armor available. SSBA is an option though. Oh, hits the low. It's so ready for it.
yeah, just a bit of a flinch there, right?
Yeah, you just have to imagine. I mean, a frame or two, right? But PPMAN tying it up, showing, hey, I can slow the pace down in this game. I'm not too worried about missing the character. It's all good. I find these hits.
Armor's through it.
And the pickup too. Start.
Re-armors.
Armors too. We got the stance. He's coming. He's got the hit.
Go high, go low.
Out.
Nice fireball. Keep that pressure going. Tackle. Catches the jump.
That
Pressure going. So scary.
Throw his time.
Since it's a...
We're worried about so many different options. Deotay's been representing this whole set so far. Another Raging Strike. Meters an issue, but PPMAN dying anyways. Deotay on the board.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Definitely a fan of the Spider-Man whip. Always fun seeing him. Uh-oh, we're seeing 2 overheads.
Yeah, they're feeling it. Takes the fireball. Now command throw.
That hit from half screen.
Yeah.
That hit from half screen. That does so much. PPMAN trying to find a way out.
Tries to armor up, but gets punished. Does not get the armor there.
Using the animation too. Yeah, baits the armor.
Really strong right there. But it gets out of it though, because it couldn't loop back into itself. They're about equal here. Nice neutral right there.
PPMAN ready and just threatening Deotay's armor activation anyway.
Wow!
GG just, you know, VASERAGA's big, but apparently not that
Yeah.
big. So, but PPMAN finding the hit anyways, tying it up.
Battle 3. Engage.
Ooh, beats the fire.
Jumping?
Yeah.
The yoga sniper? PPMAN.
You don't see that too often, but that's probably why it worked. Okay, good throw.
Gotta be able to get conversion with the GG2. Thank you very much. Special hits, gonna go for setup.
Nice block.
On the high. That's the first time we've seen it, but gonna find the hit anyways. Yeah, crunchy plus range is always good to have. Trying to get the full kill here.
No,
Yeah, you have to. They wanted to get that full 100-meter and close it out, but just not quite there. GG anyways, got a block. We're in chip out now. But not a lot of chip out options available, but it's okay. Throw the whip, get the hit, get the kill.
1 pixel of damage, right?
It's such a gamble too. You know, we saw IRONGOD using the delay whip, so if you spot dodge too fast and the delay whip comes out, you're getting hit. So, guess your game as always. They're starting off real strong here with the tackle and pushing into the corner. Gonna find the hit even on the rollout.
Reset.
Into the reset.
Resetting armor back up. I like that option. Catches the roll.
Catches the roll, second time. Eyes wide open, looking up, smell the coffee. Might have to get the full kill. PPMAN with reversal this time.
Probably want to play a little defense here, right?
You have to, especially in this life deficit, and kind of chill out. And Deotay too recognizing, hey, I can just wait, try to initiate my away condition. Oh
yeah, that's
my
what I mean,
goodness,
right?
finds the snipe.
If you don't have to go in, you're not going to get sniped, right? You just wait. And like you can block like 100,000 whips and still be alive.
Trying to find that drill set up, but right there.
Armor's through it.
Again, and reeing up the armor. I like that dive kick, trying to maybe punish some sort of attempt there, but Deotay not biting.
I guess pop on that ultimate reversal.
Doing it a little bit earlier in the set too, so that way, you know, able to maintain that life advantage.
Brave points left here for Deotay. Gonna risk it all here. Good super to get one back if you want.
Oh, but unfortunate drop.
The
Finds
reset.
The reset anyways. Classic American reset there. Gets the hit. That's going to be a hit. FERRY. Deotay going to be cleaning it up. 2-2.
Caught you looking.
The classic. It's my favorite. You whiff something. Oh, it's my turn. No, I get hit. And I'm counter hit too, so you get extra damage. But tying it up. Who cares about the first 4 games? 5th one's the last one that matters.
Wow. The overhead too. Into command throw. Into command throw.
Command throw. Gotta be worried.
Slow. Command throw gets beat
Third
by
one.
ultimate.
And beats it out with the reversal of their own.
Armor is up. Ooh, good spot dodge.
Oh, but finds
Get
the
caught
hit.
up by
Oh my
again.
gosh, she's dead. Exploded.
Yeah. You like even though you've beaten the armor by dodging it the first time, the armor is still there.
It's
You
still
still
there,
have to respect
yeah.
it. Yeah.
He gets to do it again and again and on. But PPMAN trying to find a way to survive. Keep moving on, but Deotay just trying to chill, find their way in with the neutral
Popped in the
skip.
air. It's huge damage. Overhead.
The overhead again. Another command grab. Finds the hit. Huge damage start.
Should be it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, finds the tackle, spends the SBA, and this is going to be a dead FERRY. Deotay going to be moving on 3-2 to winners finals. PPMAN, of course, not out of it yet. Going to move on to losers quarters. Going to be fighting shuaboo, I believe.
Yeah, it's just super nasty once they get into the game plan, right? Like we saw that in a previous round. PPMAN pretty much just locked them out of their game plan, right? Just punish them every time they try to get armor for like 30 or 40% health, and then just setups from there, right? But then, you know, unable to stop it this time, just an avalanche of armor moves, just preventing them from really getting a feel for like how to defend themselves, right? It's just so hard.
Yeah, and especially it's hard regardless of the character, right? But like FERRY in particular, not a lot of defensive options without meter. You know, her close M, it's cool, it crushes some options, but when you're dealing with armor, good luck crushing anything.
Yeah, and then when you're eating command throw like multiple times, like you know that FERRY's not gonna like get a jump out into 30% or something like that, like a lot of other characters can do. Her jump out is not going to lead to that huge kind of risk reward damage for her, right? So that is like the risky part of the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, backdash is an option, but again, you got to worry about button too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, hopefully neutral jump. Maybe you avoid the button, but yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah, I
but
think that final interaction was just Deotay hitting like just a 5L, right? And that's likely because we're trying an option that is like just a that is a button one, right? So from there,
Absolutely.
looks like we have Saltz sitting back down.
Yep, we got Saltz and Dragalia coming up next. This is losers quarters, so likely seeing the NARMAYA versus, well, Saltz has a couple options, Obviously, we saw GBVSR in the previous round. They could be repping the Matera. Maybe they want to keep her out, or could be going also with the PERCIVAL. But looks like we are locking in that GBVSR initially with the cool armor variant, right?
Yeah. Have you played the original game at all?
I'm a seasonal player, right?
Okay.
When 300 free pulls comes out, I'll pull up.
Okay.
She's she's got the weapons, right? The 10 weapons or whatever.
Yeah.
Goes in.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Dragalia, of course. With the NARMAYA no less. It's always fun too because NARMAYA normally pretty soft-spoken, but these two have fun interaction. Oh, and Gran as well, right? The protagonist, but it's always good. We'll see if we're getting this cutscene as well.
Great.
But yeah, we're locking in those buttons, making sure everything's looking good. Saltz putting on the cans, of course. Dragalia, Dragalia, really strong player through and through, has been participating and competing really highly in a lot of online events. I want to say this is one of their premier offline events here in SoCal at least. So it's cool to see them. They do come out to events every so often, but it's good to see Dragalia come out and compete.
Seems like we're going for the double blind pick of both players counterpicking at the same time.
I like that idea. The SANDALPHON, I don't think. I've seen the Lucilius, right? SANDALPHON, I guess they're related, right? They're somehow, so.
Yeah,
but,
well, I think that it's really funny because I think EVO Japan, one of the players that played SANDALPHON was also like a person who counterpicked NARMAYA also, or like vice versa. They played SANDALPHON in some matchups, and NARMAYA for other matchups.
Maybe it's a blood pact, They just all agree. Okay,
maybe
we play
they just
NARMAYA.
work on each other's like good and bad options.
Low. Saltz starting off really aggressive. You don't normally see that from PERCIVAL too. PERCIVAL's a character that sets up kind of checkmate with flame carpet.
Yeah.
50 meters on the deck could be an option. Dragalia answers that with good aggression of their own. A good chunk of damage on the 6 nonetheless.
Yeah, SANDALPHON's game plan sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. Like what he wants to do is ultimate tackle you or have a seal tackle you. You can throw fireballs beyond that.
Throw fireballs, has the option. It's so funny too because SANDALPHON, people are trying to figure out, okay, how does this character win? The seals and the elements are pretty cool, but it turns out he's just a solid character in his own right. He doesn't need them. It's just additional gimme damage.
You don't have to. I mean, you can, but a lot of what he does is just really strong projectile, really strong forward advancing move.
Absolutely, but there's that old flame carpet again. Dragalia, good awareness to kind of walk out of it and not deal with it. But right now, we're both on kind of a next hit win scenario with a VC out, another flame carpet.
They're really trading neutral here. A lot of that flame carpet ended up draining all the health.
Yeah, that drain really critical. Saltz starting and ending the round with Lord Strike below. You'll love to see it. With the Minecraft sword, no less. I don't know what the deal is. Why does it look like that? I'm sure there's a good lore reason for it.
Okay, throw. And another one.
Oh, you're finding the way in, resetting the scenario. Again, third time, but Saltz ready for it. Just kidding, the fourth throw finds its hit anyways.
Blocks the DC, like fourth or fifth throw?
Gosh, sixth throw, but
I think that would have
Saltz
hit.
ready for it.
Yeah, I think that would have hit. Just a little too far away.
And luckily, PERCIVAL has that pretty strong jab option too to get any sort of punches. Trying to get some party starters going, but Dragalia is playing a little bit more reserved, doesn't want to deal with those. Health finds the hit, using the rage strike just to get the stabilization. Back corner. Ooh. Yeah, weak hit. Oh, the shimmy. You'll love to see it. Saltz closing out game one. Again, pixels away. Could have went either way. Dragalia going back to character select.
PERCIVAL.
floating on a couple characters. Lucilius is an option, of course. They've got their main screws NARMAYA. They have Redacted as well. Nobody in the crowd say the character. But yeah, we're locking in the NARMAYA. The right choice. You know, even if it's not the best on paper, right? Sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you kind of do have to play what you're most stable with, right? I don't think we saw Dragalia do a combo in the previous match, but you know, sometimes that just is one of those things you're not as familiar with, right?
Yeah, I mean, and it's a lot of it too is just, you know, it's a game of inches sometimes, especially with a player like Saltz, right? Just footsie oriented, try to get your hits in here and there, and it's tricky because Percival thrives on that. One hit, go into the stab, and I've done 30% off.
Yeah, nice back throw there. See out, sets the carpet up.
The hit though, but unfortunately, yeah, just not quite there. Horn there, see, block it. I think too, Dragalia is really going to like this matchup just because we saw them represent throw 5-6 times, and what does NARMAYA love? They love the throw text.
Fire carpet in the corner, that's scary, but what a challenge!
Heavy, what an option. Oh my goodness, Saltz dies off of that.
Yeah, I mean, reversal heavy.
Heavy side switch, good awareness too. Yeah, you have to be ready for that. And Dragalia on the board.
Whoa.
Counter hit, Misfinder Saltz just a little bit too far out to make something happen. Yeah, it's DP though, first one set.
Ooh, wow. Took their turn right back.
Finds the shimmy again, but yeah, luckily not a lot of damage for Dragalia. Finds the ground bounce anyways, gets the hit. Threatening all these options available. 100 meters an option. Saltz trying to just find a way to chip things out and take an edge somewhere.
Wow. Should go.
Yeah, that's a dead person. Dragalia tying things up, one apiece. You have to imagine maybe go back to character select. Are we thinking about locking in the Percival? We are. That's a surprise.
It worked pretty well. I don't think they lost that purely on playing poorly in the first one matchup. So.
Yeah, I think, you know, unfortunately the one stab not comboing is always a problem, but right now Saltz saying, okay, check this out. I got some setups now. I've got flame carpet as an option available. I'm ready to block. Yeah, trying to go for the trying to go for the air throw or something, but unfortunately just not quite there.
Okay, challenge again.
And we've seen that like 3 to 4 times now. Just Saltz able to find the jab and get the hit.
Yeah,
Raging strike, we'll be able to close it out.
Battle 2. Engage.
Awareness 2 on the jump in. Yeah, luckily, Percival, lower damage character at start, so has to use the stack somewhere to make things happen, but got the 1 now.
You see, Saltz has been really gutsy with challenges. They've all worked pretty well.
But, you know, Dragalia's been doing a really good job of playing close, and the flip! Oh my gosh, what a start. This is a huge damage. Oh my gosh, died off of that.
Give it a second hit.
Absolutely. Good awareness of Dragalia setting up. Okay, I can kill, I just got to get the hit. And the counter hit obviously helps too. Dragalia throwing that back, 9 up the round count.
Ooh, baited the DP. Saw it early in the round both of the times as well, so good adaptation.
You know, obviously resources are low at the start of the round, but even with the low resources, Dragalia taking like 50% off of a DP punish. You have to be worried about the next interaction.
I mean, she is a character with twice as many special moves as everyone else, so.
And she might be cheating. We might gotta ban this character, right? But, you know, she makes it work. Technical characters, they get rewarded for their hard work. Oh, there we go, yeah. You know, Percival, that's one of Percival's strong buttons, that far end. We haven't really seen it a whole lot, just because Dragalia's been playing real close and doing a good job of closing space. Okay.
Oh, he got baited. He used the last one anyway. This is scary, though. Random Bato will kill.
Spot
that was
dodge,
scary.
Throw. 100 meter on deck for both sides.
They're edging it out.
There's that far end. There's the hit. Oh my gosh, it's so threatening. Can he do it?
Yeah, they're almost so good, though.
So good. Yeah, and unfortunately, NARMAYA, very small buttons too. So that's hard to contest. Even if you get the counter poke, how do you deal with this sometimes? But Saltz going up 2-1. Dragalia, you know, believing in this NARMAYA pick. It's worked out so far. Got the first game. Right.
Okay.
The install, but finding it anyways. Good start.
Good challenge.
Off the flame carpet. Turns out you can't beat it. Crazy. Good start. Yeah, spending the Rage Strike too. Have to imagine, yeah, there's the SBA. Just gonna get additional cash out. Take a diamond away too from Saltz. Gotta guess for game here. TP's a good start though.
Oh, that was a regular one.
Yeah, just build that space. Maybe try to bait another DP or something. Old skill, who knows? But Dragalia can find it with the Mistminer.
Oh, wow. They've been really good about challenging 5-0. Dragalia right back at him.
Just trying to build space with these normals, but Dragalia just not letting this pressure end at all. Goes for the throw bait. We're 3 for 3 on those. Have to be worried about that now.
Fire carpet, life draining, but good BC.
Yeah, deleting that fire carpet and getting the hit too, super critical.
Nice
Anti-air,
anti-air.
huge. Not a whole lot of resources, but the stab not quite enough to close it out. Oh, now we're in chip out scenario. Yeah, waiting for the spot dodge, recognizing too. Dragalia's gonna try to bait something. Salt's ready. Salt's on set point.
Battle 3. Engage.
Flash. Tries for throw.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, that range throw not quite there yet, but gets hit by the flip, and now Dragalia taking the corner back.
Goes for the restand. Create additional damage. Mini flip. Goes for throw bait.
Flip. Salt's not wanting to eat more damage there. Finds the poke.
So far away. Okay, spend the meter. Spend a diamond, get a diamond.
We got a gas. Yeah, just gets hit by this the meaty jab. Unfortunate. Dragalia tying it up 2-2 though.
Yeah, Dragalia be really comfortable in a situation where they put them in range of like one projectile killing, right?
Absolutely, but yeah, no, Salt's also believing in this personal pick. DP early getting the hit.
Wow. So fires right back.
Gosh, the damage on that. Such a good option.
Ooh.
Chasing the back dash this time. PERCIVAL just trying to find a way to get a hit. We haven't seen the parry at all, but awareness from Dragalia to spend it now.
Ooh, okay,
Finds
nice.
the hit off the flip. Oh my goodness, it's might quite, yeah, this is a dead character. Right?
Elevated jump in, yeah.
Good awareness, and Dragalia reversing it on set point.
Battle 2.
Could win this one and move on and lose it. Saltz probably has something to say about that.
Yeah, but Saltz starting off with that low strike blow, getting the install too, 3 meters, be able to cash out some good damage if they find the hit. Ooh.
Wow, stiff with suction.
Start using that BB2 just to start things. Flame carpet away, but finds the hit anyways.
Yeah, try to bait a BC, but I didn't bite. It does take that damage.
Finds the hit. Raging Strike just to stabilize, get the confirmation. Oh, looking good. Trying to build enough meter to get that flame carpet going.
Doesn't have it.
Good throw tech. Finds another throw. Gotta guess. Ooh. Finds the throw, gets the
Walk
hit.
up throw.
Ties it up. Last game, last round. Who wants it more? Dragalia. All this way out. Or Saltz. Gonna take it home.
Nice EXDP.
Damn, they're seeing this DP super early and it pan off for Saltz.
Yeah, another big throw there. Every throw you get kind of sets up the cartwheels for later, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to be worried about that damage too. And Saltz very much a reserve player. Doesn't want to risk anything too scary. Finds the DP again. We're 2 for 2 on those.
Okay, blocks that and then gets EXDP.
I like that representing, you know, hey, plus frames. It doesn't matter. I'll DP out. Ooh.
Oh,
Not worried about this
what a
minor.
gutsy jump.
Yeah, gutsy jump, holding that block button. Trying to finds the shimmy. No diamonds available for Saltz though, so gotta
scary.
hit something.
What a
Another
shimmy.
shimmy. Finds the flame carpet kill, and Saltz takes it. 3-2.
Really
Eliminating
gutsy
Dragalia.
at the end there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, really like that. Really gutsy at the very end, just to kind of really like quickly change the game state, right? Like put them in the corner and quickly go for a shimmy to finish it out.
Absolutely. And you know, Saltz, super patient player, ready to kind of punish any sort of extended buttons. But yeah, turning that switch immediately and just going into hyper aggression, hey, you got to guess quick and you got to be right about it.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Saltz able to clutch it out there. Going to be moving on. Going to be fighting the winner of PPMAN versus shuaboo, which we should be seeing up next.
Okay. So it should be a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be FERRY versus LOWAIN, I have to imagine. We're going to be sending out a lot of things, right?
Yeah,
Catbot, the Bros, GG, the Ball.
Yeah.
This is a tag fighter now.
Yeah,
3v3,
yeah.
maybe even 5v5. There's some stuff out there.
I do think that, like, you know, it's not a little bit understated, but a lot of the summons from LOWAIN can be hit, right? Which is one of the unique interactions that K kind of has with a lot of other characters. So expect to see that be a factor in here, right? But, you know, I think they've given LOWAIN a lot of cool tools in this matchup, like Ultimate Pinwheel is really good, right? So we'll probably see some of that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's like you mentioned, LOWAIN stuff can be hit, but FERRY's can't. But if you hit the FERRY, whether she blocks it or not, her stuff goes
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
So, you know,
A
trying
little
to
bit
find that,
different,
thread the gap and find a way to get FERRY to block, always critical.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cat missiles, I have to imagine, are going to be very
Cat missiles
critical
are
to get
really,
things going.
they're really good as long as you can get them out, right? So
Yeah.
once they fire, they're out. But then before that, she can get hit. So it's one of those like really delicate, who has the momentum kind of matchups, right? Like if you can put your guy out first and then get it going, like that's a big factor, right? It's kind of all about like fostering respect in terms of like, oh, I'm scared of my opponent coming in, right? So kind of see who does that first is really important.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, you know, but we could see a couple different characters from shuaboo too, right? You know, they're known a lot for their SEOX, the Adesauras. They played FERRY in vanilla a bunch too. You know, FERRY was also strong in that game too. So you have a lot of that legacy knowledge coming in and seeing how well they can adapt it to Rising. So we'll see. Obviously, old skills are totally different game plan you have to deal with too. Old GG, old Tornado, and just dealing with a lot of that pressure from FERRY. We got the controls. PPMAN, if you can hear me, don't forget your converter. We don't need 8-minute timeouts. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. We're good. The classic, you know. Got to make sure your hot 42s are plugged in correctly.
You got to be truly locked in.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you're so locked in, you just forget the little dongle, right? You know. But, you know, controller problems, right? But, yeah, we're moving along here. For those of you who are maybe watching, but close to the venue, too, we got some of that merch, too, the chain shift. They got the hoodies, the T-shirts, a couple items, you know. It's all available in person right now. I think maybe there's some murmurings of trying to do a limited run online, but who knows? You can PayPal me some money, and maybe I'll get one out to you. Who knows? Friends and family only, so... yeah, some good merch. Big fan of it. I'm a big fan of Chain Shift in general. This first year's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, it's been a really chill, cool event. It's pretty boisterous for what it is, right? So, you know, it's a local event, so there's a lot more local flavor to it, which we can all really appreciate.
Absolutely. And, you know, Granblue, a lot of players come out. You know, I'm at locals all the time, but it's cool to see some extended players come out and that we don't see too often.
Yeah.
So it kind of reignites the joy for the game a little bit more and seeing more characters come out. So that's good. And, you know, especially for the people who travel out, played a couple in Vegas. Always good to see them, of course. And then, you know, Kemo, too. You know, traveling all this, you know. It's good to see. But, yeah, you know, Granblue's great. Guilty Gear's Drive, of course. It's a Tekken World Tour
Qualifier.
stop, I guess.
Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's the only one in the United States, too, which is, you know, I don't know how you pulled that off, Sima, but good job. Good
You
job.
know, it's you just got to have the right stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Be really handsome, too, I imagine probably helps.
That's definitely number one. Absolutely.
But, yeah, we are going to see the LOWAIN here locking in, and we are going to be counting some tiles here on Coliseum, of course. Got to be worried about that. Doing your trigonometry homework as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. Are you on what is that daily angle thing called?
The daily angle thing?
Yeah, like it's a daily
Is it
angle
Wordle,
thing.
but angles?
Yeah, but like it shows you like an angle of something.
Wait, so like what do you get? Obtuse? Or like do you guess the degree?
You have to guess the degree.
Oh my god, no,
Yeah.
no, that sounds great. You gotta show me that later. We can do a bracket for that. But yeah, no, so far shuaboo starting off really strong in the corner here.
What a dodge.
What a dodge ready for it too. Yeah, finding that hit, and that way not punched by the super belly there. Super
Ooh,
critical.
okay. Yeah, you're taking the life lead off the food.
Let me see it. Yeah, anytime you eat the food, it's cool. That's definitely something that makes PPMAN want to approach too, right? You got to deal with that, or use a metered option such as the EX Whip.
Gotta block this, tries to counter.
Yeah, representing, you know, trying to make that first big guess, but not paying off for shuaboo this time. Finding the second throw.
PA? No.
Finding the third throw. Got to deal with the GG. Yoga Sniper high. Finds the hit. You know, shuaboo in control initially, but just PPMAN really able to set precedence with those throws and forcing shuaboo to guess.
That's what FERRY does, though. I mean, especially, like, you know, you don't have a traditional DP in this matchup. It's pretty scary. Good dodge.
Dodge ready for it.
Just backs off as much as possible. Blocks the anti.
Blocks it, but yeah, the bro did the throw high, finding the way in. Good tech here from shuaboo this time, ready for it.
Real dodge. They use that to get one missile
single
out.
missile. Dr. Doom coming in.
Ooh, scary. Blocks the heavy though.
Oh, finds the parry too with the bros, trying to clutch things out for him. shuaboo finding a throw down in the corner.
That bot blocks the DP. Big punish.
Yep, good awareness. This should be the round.
Yeah. The big bottle looks so funny to me. Like, what do you keep in that?
Yeah, what year is it? I imagine. You know, he's got all of them now. He's got all three. I'm partial to the food weapon, but alcohol is always cool too.
I'm starting to think, like, if there was a bottle that big and he can carry it like that, he must be pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen his abs? They're crazy.
That is true.
He covers them up, but he's not too monster about
It's a
it.
sleeper build.
Yeah. But PPMAN right now just taking control of this corner, making shuaboo hold all this mix. This is coming out.
Maybe we can eat our way to 100% health. Yeah, we have Jaeger still if we want.
And that's the option, you know.
Couldn't hurt if you get locked down again. Like, I would do it maybe here.
Yeah. Oh, finds the high, finds the HPA.
He's in the air.
Finds the hit.
We'll take it. Take those. Got the option.
Just jab low, trying to go for a throw or something.
Yeah.
Man, on the board though. And you know, you have to imagine too the Mario Party mini games that shuaboo's able to throw out too. You have to see is PPMAN ready for it.
I wouldn't mind it if you tried at least once just to see if it works or not, right? Like maybe they don't remember how to play this particular mini game. But it really depends on how often you play, right?
HPA 2, it's tricky because you can vary it up. You can just run away towards the end and not get punished, but it's FERRY too, so good luck trying to not get punished.
These throws they're adding up.
Oh, the throw just barely whiffing. Good GG covering. Oh my gosh, both bros getting deleted by a far L. You hate to see it. PPMAN finding the hit though.
Yeah. Locked down by the ultimate skill. Ultimate Pinwheel does come out though.
Finds the hit, going for the throw bait. Ooh, carries the answer back.
Ooh, he tried to challenge.
Yeah, got the hit, but bro's able to clutch things out for him anyways. Finding the hit, 100-meter SSBA on deck for both sides.
If no one got me,
It's the
bro
low.
got me.
God, what a... That setup was so hard to deal with at times. You know it's low and then high, but you can't see the low, bro, so you're just going to get hit sometimes by the high anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, really aggressive with the counter there.
Trying to find a way in, but the jump in, gonna get the counter hit. Not a true reversal in the sense, but if you find the hit on counter, it's a good start.
Bro, blocks the GG thrown again. This is gonna hurt.
GG doing a raw raging strike just to get things going, spinning the meter, all these cool combos. Not quite dead yet, but gotta guess again. HPA. Ready for it.
Push her all the way to the corner, perhaps.
Yeah, just build some space at least. Go low, go high.
Ooh,
Finds the hit, but not quite enough to fully close it out.
Block.
Nice block. Diamond's available using the parry. We're playing really aggressive. shuaboo trying to find an answer.
Okay.
Good start with the missiles.
Has 50 meter now as well.
Sends the old bros. Another throw, and all of a sudden, shuaboo's really tied it up.
One throw kill. Gotta be careful here. Ultimate
the
GG.
GG, you know.
Yeah.
Have to imagine maybe try to backdash away or try to go for the jump, but just a little bit
Yeah,
too
just
late.
flinch against it. It's so much faster than the other one.
Yeah, and you know, you can't really roll it either. It comes out and detonates as soon as it smells you, so right now PPMAN trying to take this lead here.
Nice. Good challenge there. scary. Good low hit. Forces the block. Jumps out, actually.
Oh,
wow.
But unfortunately, you know, just gonna get a hard knockdown anyways, and very much in PPMAN's favor right now.
Okay.
I like the slide just to kind of get under and sort of those jump ins. Finds the hit with the 60 cell, but no full confirm.
Far away.
Old Bros again finds the punish. Yeah. Really hard spot dodge in that scenario. Ooh. We saw last time. Finds the low again. Big damage, not fully enough to kill.
Ah, what a challenge. Try to bait that out like a DP or something, but it just gets punished for it. Gotta block this.
Desperate game. No block button available here. Roll able to close it out. Who knows what side that hit on?
Yeah, you gotta consider, like, it's tough because, like, maybe that's the situation where you go for the Mario Party on Wake Up, right? Because, you know, the chip could have been pretty big there. And even if when it runs out, like, you're back to neutral, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you still got to deal with a mix, too, at that low of a life. You know, low or Yoga Sniper. But shuaboo going back to character select might be thinking of trying something else out.
Yeah.
It is losers, so yeah, this is the character shuaboo believes in, saying, I'm going to reverse sweep. I'm sending PPMAN home. You know, we've seen a couple times in the past where Six has done really well against PPMAN. It's a more aggressive character, too. Has a lot of options to kind of close space. But
those cat paws are really distracting.
Cat paws. You got the rave lights, too, at times, too. But looks like we're just going to go with the classic Wolverine claws. Are you a bone claw guy or a metal claw guy?
Definitely metal.
Metal claw. Yeah, that's the right choice.
I think so, too. Bones are pretty low tier.
Low tier. I mean, they're a little bit bigger, right? And he's got some funny setups, but bone claw. No.
I think that, like, not a bad choice because I think their offense was working pretty well. It's just the defense is a lot harder.
Absolutely. Close M starting with the anti-air.
Walk speed is a big factor here.
Yep. Gonna be playing a little bit more reserved at the moment, but he's gonna find the first big hit here. Now all of a sudden, SEOX, low life character too, so not as many options to guess.
Ooh.
I like the teleport option just to get out, and all of a sudden, shuaboo in the corner.
Has 100 meter already, so.
Trying to bait something for PPMAN. Finds the hit anyways. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden, nice reversal here, but not quite enough to fully close it out. Have to spin the meter for the Raging Strike. Just for game. That's not the low, and just the close heavy.
Yeah. Fell for like a lot of the frame traps there.
It's tricky too because you know the SEOX wants to implement the throw and start making you really guess. But if you just skip that step entirely and just go for throw baits, you know, turn cashes out pretty good.
I mean, they've already established a little caching together through the match already, so that does kind of factor into it. Nice.
Hit with the fireball, counter hit too, so they're able to get a full conversion here, spending the Rage Strike for additional damage, but unfortunately, auto combo dropping. PPMAN trying to implement some of their throw bait setups of their own, but SEOX trying to escape.
Oh
my gosh,
so scary.
The walk up wait and then let it rip. Again, just so many threats for throw bait, trying to close space here from SEOX. Finds the hit with the fireball.
Good option there. Catch slow.
Got a caught mashing. Big damage here, but one diamond left from shuaboo, so if they get sneezed on, it could be fatal for them. Finds the hit with the throw bait again! shuaboo taking a quick game 3.
Yeah, and zero throws landed. But that doesn't matter. Again, like, they've established some, like, rapport with, like, how they played the match already, right? So kind of get a feel for how they're going to try to react.
Absolutely. And you know, PPMAN 2 threatening a lot of those options. Finds the hit with a fireball. Again, just really doing well against that TP.
That fireball is like legit just sniping every time. And another frame trap.
Another frame trap. Big damage here. Has SBA available as an option. Might want a refund to get that diamond back too. Yeah, can spend it. Take one, get one. The damage on this.
Yeah, so far ahead anyway on life, right? You might as well play the long game.
Yeah, but you know, Ferry's got SSBA available. Has the goodness.
Those fireballs are so timely.
So timely, so good.
They're just really interrupting like Ferry's normals, and because of how it works, like the fireballs are hitting her late in her animation.
So, and you know, unfortunately, Ferry's normals, they don't really cover that space directly above her. She has that close M2, but shuaboo's been placing it away where it's not really advantageous for you to match that medium. Again!
Right over the 6XL too. such good timing on that.
Yeah, we're spending all these bucks here too.
Yeah,
Kind of an instant replay for those of you who missed it in the last round. Shuaboo getting a bunch of damage. PPMAN almost close to SBA range here. 1 diamond though. It's the hit and it's going to be enough to get the full conversion. Closing it out.
They might have tried to do like the two, like I think that might have been a situation where they're like trying to like react with an anti-air, but it's like too late. You know, so they end up crouching in.
Yeah, and you just get hit and you have the additional hit stun on it, but it's tricky, you know. But if anyone can do it,
wow!
Oh my gosh, good challenge from Shuaboo.
And there's the first throw,
ready for it.
right into frame trap.
So many
Falling
times
right there in the
we've seen
corner.
this. Have to imagine, yeah, Raging Strike gonna give this the additional extension into the SBA. Refund, take one.
Yeah, such a good game plan because you know reducing the number of BCs that are available for PPMAN as well. This is really, really tense. Fireball is gone though, so
Fireball gone, no BC left for PPMAN either. Shuaboo can just kind of play chip out range here, deal with
Shuaboo's
it.
fearless right now. It doesn't really.
Oh, install!
Whoa!
And spot dodges. I like the idea, but unfortunately, he's just going to get jabbed out there. Shuaboo reversing it on set point now.
Yeah, down 2-0, up 2, and on 2 in the round.
Sometimes you just need that data.
True.
Enough to get things started. Oh, and unfortunately, GG just not quite there, but PPMAN starting to show some good aggression here, taking control of this SEOX matchup.
Oh. A lot of those heavies, Shuba's not been on them yet, which is really big.
Yeah, you know, those heavies, it's super
counter.
deadly. The parry finding its hit finally, able to get the hit, move in. Now we've got the corner again. Shuaboo threatening a lot of
Whoa!
offense. Delay EX Fireball. With
Beats the
extension.
backdash.
Yeah, so smart. And this should be a dead Ferry with the SBA. Absolutely. Shuaboo moving on, eliminating PPMAN. PPMAN going to be getting 5th here.
All right, what an absolute finish from Shuba there. Big adaptation to switch to a character that's, you know, I think just absolutely mauled Ferry in that situation, right? Pretty much every frame trap hit, and then once they started hitting, you know, changed their game plan into throwing a lot in the last game, but really good job by Shuaboo to advance. And in terms of advancing, we're also going to do some ads.
Yeah, oh, okay, I get it. I get you. Yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah, advancing. I mean, moving on to, you know, losers semifinals. But yeah, we'll be right back. Going to be checking out some of these.
Stay tuned for more Granblue. I'm going to run to the bathroom.
あんまり根詰めすぎないようにね。コンディションって勝負ごとにすごく響くから。
Anila. Grand. Grand versus Anila. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
どう攻めようか。 落ち着いていこう。
Hurry up! Time's up. Player 2, win. Battle 2, engage.
落ち着いていこう。 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 落ち着いていこう。
Metera. LOWAIN.
And welcome back to Chain Shift 2025 here at Granblue versus Rising. Down to top 4 with the last couple matches to determine who is going to be our Chain Shift 2025 Granblue versus Rising winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. We're going to be starting off with shuaboo versus Saltz in the loser semifinals. So we saw shuaboo playing LOWAIN a whole bunch and then, you know, swapping off to the SEOX. Has a bunch of options. And, of course, Saltz representing a bunch of different characters, too. Going to be locking into PERCIVAL, it seems. Coliseum, too. Counting tiles, cheating all the way through.
Coliseum.
But, you know, any advantage you can use it.
Absolutely. So, like, this is an interesting choice to, again, lead off with LOWAIN, right? But, you know, I think it's the character that I'm most familiar with right now, so it's not a bad option.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, got to be able to go through that zoning, deal with the cat, and just kind of see if Salt's ready for it. Salt's definitely more neutral oriented, but has a lot of knowledge in the game too, so able to challenge just like that. Hits two buttons and takes advantage.
That carpet is so painful for LOWAIN to deal with, right? EP through the counter.
Yeah, you know, that's an option. Some people spot dodge. Nah, take your turn back. EP.
A little harder to do, but definitely well worth it.
Finding the Raging Strike confirmed too. Gonna be taking the corner. No strike high this time.
Ooh, good challenge there with the low. With a side swap.
Taking the corner.
Blocks the low and the overhead.
Yeah.
Saw the way tech throw though. Delayed throw. Gets tech. Scared ultimate pinwheel throw.
Finds the hit. Finds the kill. Yeah. That pinwheel doing all the chip needed to take things out. Salt's down with 100 meter, but that's okay. Data round.
Ooh, push the other one out of range. Interesting choice.
Finds the high confirmed there this time. Salt's trying to make some space here. Gap.
No.
All those poor
The boys
bros.
are burning.
Yeah, that fire all really good to deal with a lot of this
Yeah,
stuff.
because it's
but
so active, right?
It's so active, multi-hitting, deals with a lot of these hits. Just gets clipped low. Unfortunately, Shuaboo trying to make things happen now with the cap on.
Spot dodge. See, very aggressive. Gets cap on blown up.
BC back again. Shuaboo in control of this corner, but down to 1 diamond, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Up to 2 now.
Ooh,
Finds
wow.
the hit, finds the punish.
I'm surprised they cashed out there. It could have been an option to kind of like keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know,
Oh,
sometimes
no.
you just find the raging strike anyways. Oh, my goodness.
No brave points left. Gets the throw though. May not matter if you stay on offense.
Additional damage.
Whoa.
Baits the throw. Shuaboo on the board. 1-0 against Saltz.
Yeah, you don't need BP if you don't take any damage.
It's true.
The
You know?
bonus damage is 0. Bonus of 0. Whoa!
Finds the big flopper and moving in now. Shuaboo finding the hit too. First interaction going to them.
Good little frame trap. Blocks the overhead and low. Counter, stays aggressive.
I like that. You know, a lot of times using the BC to maintain corner pressure. Counter's also a good option too. But ooh, hit with the bros this time. DP back.
Exchanging blows here. Fireball, ult throw again. We get some spot dodge.
Oh my god, just kill that cat. Like, good luck.
Backing off. I like the backdash, but that's the bad spacing for dodging it.
Saltz again just trying to find that way in. Shuaboo good awareness too to lay that trap with the ult bros. 50 meters available again. Might see another one. Eat the spaghetti, but good tech.
Wow.
Goes for the okie doke. Does it pay off? No.
It's actually punishable now.
Actually punishable. Yeah, I mean, there was that like funny unblockable setup, and it would hit behind sometimes, and he'd do a 360 no scope for no reason, but not this time.
Ooh. Gutsy, but necessary DP feels like. Pressure. Nice counter though. Shuaboo's been really aggressive. Even though it's gotten a DP'd, doesn't matter. He keeps at it.
Saltz just trying to find a way in using the dash. The dash always good option too. Evading the ult bro and finding the crouch hit too, so able to get the ult confirmed.
Carpet is out. All these throws.
Done so much damage. The Raging Strike dodge. Didn't need to anyways, but finds the hit, takes the round.
Yeah, that carpet was just eating the health away.
Oh my god. Yeah, and you know, even off the throw tech, or you doing the BC just to try to get it off, it's coming back anyways. Good luck. Nice shimmy there. Yes, using that opportunity to get the stacks too to start doing some more damage. So you got to think about his choices.
Ooh, tried to challenge that. Big counter hit. Rockets, corn,
Parfait. We were at 100 meter anyways. Yeah, keep beating everything. Old bros, more food. Oh my gosh, we have the life lead, I think, now. This is insane.
Okay. DC deep throw. Okay, but gets caught low. We're just trying to walk backwards. Catbot missiles and throw right before it.
That food really starting to make a difference here. HPA, this should be a good punish here.
This is really scary.
Not quite. Saltz ready for it. Double dodge. Goes for the low again. Low a third time. Oh, yeah, not quite enough to get the punish, though.
Whoa. Got both of them. Counter, dodge.
Oh,
throw gets baited.
Bait. Yeah, you know, most of the time people go for the throw and then force the tech, but Saltz, good awareness. Backdash and punish. Saltz.
Yeah, you definitely hate to see, you know, Shuaboo die with 3 BP right there, right? But that does happen. Just let that meter, like, stuck.
It's tricky, too, you know? You spend that DP, you definitely got to guess still. Hopefully it works out, but Saltz on the party. Take this.
Blocks it, but Catbot keeps it safe.
Good awareness, though, and getting the counter hit confirmed. Shuaboo building all this meter, able for ult throws or any sort of big conversion coming up. I have to imagine any sort of scenario could be lethal for them.
Wow. Same situation.
Yep, yeah, that flame carpet able to use the additional hits just to slow down the pyramid from doing those sort of hits.
Ooh.
Finds the hit again.
Huge damage.
Okay. Tech here from Saltz, you know, it's the first time we're really seeing Shuaboo run up and use that throw, but yeah, able to bait it out that 6XL. This should be the round.
both of them.
You know, shuaboo really been using resources effectively, using those ult skills, trying to find a way to make sure that they get the partial refund, if not the full sometimes. HPA coming out, you know, they die, you know, they won the round with 50 meter even after using all those skills.
That's the thing, like, I think that they've been really good about building meter as a whole. And that's kind of what's allowed them to kind of, you know, just use that as a building lever. Especially, like, in the meter economy there, they're often using it against the flame carpet, right? So it's really not, it's kind of a discount. You're losing 100, they lose 50.
Yeah, and, you know, using that food too, if you hit that parfait, the 30% always good to have too. Right now, Saltz taking this corner, flame carpet, threatening more damage.
Nice jump. It's really gutsy to jump out of that, but it is the most rewarding.
Makes a hit, and going to be able to get the wall bounce off this, no less.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, what side did that hit on? The rudeness.
I think that was front low, but it looks really weird.
Front low, but switched sides and did all this goofy stuff. shuaboo taking the third game, moving up 2-1 in this first 3. That's all it's got to think about. Has a couple character choices, of course.
Yeah.
We saw the GBVSR earlier.
Right.
Looks like they're out doing that. Has a Matera, but maybe just thinking, okay, we're too far in the bracket. I believe shuaboo's ready for Matera. Are they ready for this traditional showdown? Also, GBVSR, a really strong character in vanilla too, so.
Yeah, I think that GBVSR, you know, she does have some pretty good normals against him. And again, the mid-range is always going to be slightly dominated by some of these like strong mid-range characters like GBVSR. But you know, shuaboo's shown that like he's really good at timing his approaches really well and like really well-placed normals, and you know, countering to like mess up the momentum as well, right? So we'll probably see that play out here as well.
But, you know, the one thing GBVSR does have, first of all, that you can't not think about is that walk speed, able to close out space and just kind of micro walk a lot of bombs away. Go for the throw. Totally happy to take it instead of the alternative.
Okay. Yeah.
Find the old bros, free combo breaker for them. Right now, life deficit.
Wow.
Not looking good for shuaboo, trying to find a way in. Oh yeah, punches the ult slowdown.
Okay. Yeah, it's so timely. They're too far. They're a tiny bit too far away for that.
Unfortunately, not quite enough. But again, the reward line is so huge. So if they just barely get it, might be enough to close things out. But right now, Saltz now in the deficit. Finding the hit off the bro, no less. But not quite enough to get the kill.
Bro gets tech. Respects that, but this is tough.
Got to be ready for this. Chip out's also a factor, so you have to just start spot dodging, and shuaboo can just punish anything. Finds the hit off the slashes.
Battle 2.
And shuaboo now on set point. Body splash round starts
nice
and
DP.
again the DP to punish the counter.
They take it. The situation's not like super good off the HDP. Or sorry, MVP.
Yeah, you know, it's get some damage on the board, right? Because it definitely seems like a game of inches at time. Not quite enough to get the wall bounce, but GBVSR taking the corner is always good to have. Finds the hit, big damage. This is actually going to be enough to kill. Simple and clean. Just let the Rekkas rock. Get the full confirm. Thank you. Saltz on the board. Not trying to go out quietly here.
Oh.
Using the fireball too to close space. Really good awareness. shuaboo
Take
kind of
a block.
respecting it. Doesn't need it.
Gave shuaboo a little space to summon. That's kind of how it starts. Rekka gets blocked.
EX Rekka, not able to get the full hits there, but it's okay. Yeah, just trying to bait something. We've seen many times Saltz trying to bait, DP, throw punishes, anything like that. shuaboo not biting though.
Double 6XO. Seen that before. EC from Saltz, but gets challenged out of their pressure. There's the setup. Blocks it.
Block on the high. Yeah, good use of the delay tech too, not dealing with the low bro and having to deal with that weird block timing.
Nice.
The cap bot gets the wall bounce this time. That's
Tried that a couple times, right? But this is the first time it's worked.
Absolutely, but you know, no bravery points left, so Saltz got to worry about damage. Tries the old fireball.
Thought it was the pinwheel maybe. They spot dodge. And there it is, yeah.
No, the pinwheel again, but not quite enough. It just using the stutter. shuaboo taking it 3-1 over Saltz, eliminating Saltz. Moving on.
That was so smart because they had done a regular summon and then Saltz went for the spot dodge thinking it was the pinwheel. But then the pinwheel actually comes and it like really reverses the situation there, right?
Absolutely. But
So with that being said, due to some extenuating circumstances, we're going to be another short ad break. So we'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned for more Granblue Versus.
人間としての器とか人間力だよな。そこ行くと俺が副団長を狙うのはちょい現実的じゃねえかもな。
Gamers, welcome back to Change Shift 2025. We're getting back into it. Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising. We're in the top 3 now. We got, of course, Deotay versus Zane coming up next for the winner side finals. And then we've got shuaboo waiting for the results of that to fight it out to get into top 3 and make the lion's share there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what Deotay does in this matchup, right? I think that we haven't really seen... I personally have not seen much of VASERAGA in that particular matchup, right? So I'm really excited to see how that goes. I feel like, on paper, there's a lot of snipe opportunities, right? One of his best follow-ups to the armor is the anti-air, right? So I'm kind of thinking that that'll play a big role here, but I guess I'll just see him find. It's not a matchup I get to watch very often.
Absolutely. You know, these two players, they don't run into each other too often at events. Obviously, they're both top players, so they're going to be seated highly and on the other ends usually. But I think last time they played must have been Rumble and SoCal last year, and it was pretty close. It was also first to 2, so different outcomes. Zane was victorious in that moment, but it is first to 3. It's winners finals anyway, so it's always going to be first to 3.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely. So, like, I do think that, like, one thing that could happen is that GRIMNIR also has a bit of a floaty jump, right? So that could be something that is a factor as well. So
absolutely. And watching out for the 5U flip, of course, too, seeing, you know, are they going to go for the seal dash? Are they just trying to retreat? Where is that? GRIMNIR being able to use the air special, too, the kind of air stall or advance, you know, as that option. But a lot of choices. Deotay, deep in thought, trying to see is the controller pairing. Is my Game Shark installed? You know, he had to install firmware for his controller as soon as he started it yesterday. I'm like, is that where the cheats are installed? Well, how does he block everything?
I was thinking about that recently. Like, is there like a cheating platform that people use now that isn't Game Shark? Like, because I know Game Shark is a little outdated. But
Look, I'm a fan. Right. So, like, it was Game Shark, right?
Right.
And then Action Replay, right? That was
Action Replay.
Yeah, that was a good one. I guess R4 cards probably weren't for like cheats, right? You could put cheats on them, but it was better used for other things. But I don't know. Well, I guess Cheat Engine, right?
Oh, okay,
that's what people use.
I guess that's the PC one, right?
Yeah, Cheat Engine and trainers and all that stuff. I don't know. We're on PS5. It's all pure over here.
Okay.
So,
no, there's no like Sony booty or something.
yeah, I mean, if there is, somebody let me know. I'm trying to get level 100 Dark Souls right now. So.
All right, so could be a button check.
I have
considering the situation. Zane probably sporting a very fashionable medal right now, hot off of their Fatal Fury performance.
Yep. Getting that second place there and running through the gamut there, but looking to secure first place here too.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt to get reacquainted with this game, right?
yeah, going from one game to another, I don't know how you do it.
I'm not particularly good at that.
It's hard, but luckily, too, you know, Zane's been top performer in a lot of games, so it's something they're familiar with, right? You know, strong in Dragon Ball, of course, strong in City of the Wolves, of course, winning many events here in Granblue, too,
so. There is a lot of crossover between people who like SNK games and Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising, like, you know, former Granblue Versus many-time champion was originally a KOF player, right? So,
absolutely, yeah. And I love that Granblue 2 is like, it's a melting pot game.
Yeah,
obviously
somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a newer addition to the fighting game scene. Of course, Vanilla coming back out in early 2020. So a lot of players from Street Fighter saying, "Oh, this is like anime Street Fighter, but like no air dash." So I can kind of play my game here. And, you know, Tekken players are like, oh, this game's kind of cool. It's got the spot dodge, and I like sidestepping.
Yeah.
It has, you know, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So.
But, you know, it's got the honest, like, you jump, I anti-air you kind of gameplay.
Yeah. Classic. I mean, even, like, Uni players, too. Like, the Uni ST was popping off at the time, and they're like, hey, this is kind of cool. I could react to things a little bit more. I guess back in Vanilla, you had the system mechanic overhead that you exploded for if you tried to
I miss that. I miss that dearly.
Yeah, I mean, I would like mix. As a Catalina player who only has mids, a high would be greatly appreciated.
Well, no, just the move where it's like, oh, I automatically beat your throw if you don't OS. So here we go. It seems like Avatar BELIAL is real this time, but as I expected, like personally, because I was thinking like GRIMNIR, you can't jump out of the command throw and get like a big combo most of the time. So then, you know, going for option where your opponent never gets in could be a good idea.
Absolutely. But, you know, one of the factors Avatar Belial is low life.
He does explode.
Spends his life to do some additional follow-ups and stuff. And VASERAGA, known for killing people on occasion.
I mean, as long as your life doesn't go to 0.
Yeah, the GBVSR going to be a good option. A lot of zoning, too.
Yeah, it does get caught, though. But again, you can kind of waste a lot of VASERAGA's time by flying. Like, gets tagged there. Immediately does the...
Using shoulder tackle too, like just as a movement option, it's a good way to deal with flight. A lot of mix-ups are available too. Using the tackle armor too to deal with any sort of zoning from the rocks. And you have to be worried about it, but spending old GBVSR. Ooh, good awareness. He's gonna get hit crouch too, so additional damage on the board. Oh no!
Reversal BC.
Yeah,
gets the air hit.
Turns out Raging Strike very vertical.
It's so huge for VASERAGA.
My favorite, yeah, you bait it and you do your jumping button, you just die for it.
Try to do cheeky start around armor, gets punished. But their life total, like the defense difference could not be more apparent in this matchup.
I mean, best defense, good offense. Sometimes the EP start right and early. Ooh.
Yeah.
Check something off the guard break, but
yeah, can't armor through that. Just hits.
Awareness too from Zane spinning that meter. You're gonna get a refund too, so spin it out. Delete the armor while you're at it. There's another hit, but unfortunately counter hit, so it's gonna go grounded.
Yeah, so scary.
So been throw bait.
Spent the last one.
There it is. Ult Rekka this time, finding the wall bounce confirmed. That's going to be a dead character.
Yeah. With 0 BP, any combo would be pretty good damage.
So, I mean, with this character too, they've got the corner-to-corner, micro walks, super hard stuff. They got it all.
Gets armor going. Nice end here.
Again, we were mentioning it a little bit with GRIMNIR, but even the Avatar Belial has the flight option, has the air stall, so you're going to see that stance snipe try to get rid of the options Belial has.
Throw pressure here. Okay.
Here's the armor tackle. You'll love to see it. Spending that meter just to try to make their way out, but the aggressive BC to maintain that corner pressure. Super critical.
Ooh, good challenge. Good confirm.
Using the opportunity off the Raging Strike to armor like that, trying to set up your win condition. Life totals are pretty equal.
On paper.
On paper, yeah. Yeah, using that DP, unfortunately, not a lot of options, but again, getting the float confirmed. SSBA available. Good kills, armors we're not dropping. This is apparently the easiest combo in the world, from what I've been told. It looks tricky, but works out. SSBA cashing out. Zane on the board.
Maybe it's auto time, you know?
Possible. It doesn't look like it, right? Like, he's got the cool guy glasses. It looks like he's working hard. Well, he is, right? Ooh, but, you know, starting off the aggression. Deotay in the corner, but a TP out.
Gutsy DPs, they've all hit those so far.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to spend that cash, represent it a little bit early, but the command grab doing a chunk of damage.
Fireball baited the DP this time.
There it is. Yeah, this poor character. Has all the BP in the world, but sometimes it doesn't matter. But the mash out! Disrespecting the armor, no less. Command grab is an option available for Avatar Belial too, with 1 diamond left. This could be fatal if they get wrong.
That chip, huge. Gets the armor going.
Yeah,
one more hit.
Chip out range.
Oh, just letting it rock.
Yeah, just trying to cash out, catch something, get it going. Ain't ready for it.
He's got so much health. I don't think they're going to die, even if we lose the last BP.
Yeah, goes to the drop this time. Has he got the jump this time? No. Gets the hit. Zane, nice reset. Taking the round.
Battle 2.
It's so tricky, too. You have to imagine, oh, he dropped it. Oh, go for the combo. Nah, all part of the plan.
The VASERAGA doesn't have like a natural reversal, right? So there's nothing you can really nash on defense per se.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so critical to just find an option. But right now, Zane partying and starting to run away, showing who the real grappler is.
Okay, follows it up.
My favorite thing about this character, too, is just watching, all right, which character is actually taking more damage? And right now, it's VASERAGA, but just barely.
Armor's through it. It's a bit of a pickup there. Armor back up. Keeping out. Just that flight stall. I-beam. It's tough to deal with, especially a lot of those dive moves, right? You don't have a natural TP or anything.
Absolutely. And you have to be aware, we haven't seen it
Whoa.
yet. Whoa, what an interesting interaction.
BC, last one.
Yeah, finds
Command
command
throw.
grab. Not quite at 100 meter. Now we've got it. SSBA is an option. Got to be worried about the command grab. There it is. The walk back. Is it far enough away?
It is. And he command throws an out of it.
Yeah, using those old skills anyways.
Makes me wonder, because I know that does have some invulnerability. I wonder if it's actually longer than the SSBA.
Probably, right? I don't think the SSBA has too much, right? It's just a command throw.
Armors through it.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Stance
gutsy
50
armor.
minute armor.
Gets past. Baits
the
a
punish
DP
this time.
automatically. Reset into command throw. Big damage.
Deotay down to 1 diamond. Uh-oh, the spot dodge.
Oh!
Trap.
Scramble. Throw out of
No
it.
points left here for Deotay. Navigate this. Has armor available. 50 meter available too. Gonna re-armor just to take this advantage.
Oh, so scary. Ah, well.
Oh, command grab anyways. Deotay tying it up. One apiece.
It's kind of like a panic option that doubles as a mix-up.
Yeah, I mean, even if you go for the safe jab, you know, you have to react if I do the 1 or the 2 jab and jump appropriately. Zane thinking over the options, saying, okay, you got the 1. Maybe I go back to GRIMNIR, but now they're going to look at BELIAL Rock. It's first to 3.
Yeah, it is.
You have
first
an
to
extra
3.
game to gamble.
It is winners also.
Absolutely. Or
Nice spot
maybe,
dodge.
you know, the long play is let the BELIAL Rock, regardless of results, and then go to GRIMNIR anyway.
Yeah, true. We tripped him quite a bit there, but that spot dodge does not work this time.
Yeah, that spot dodge is really tricky in that scenario.
Armor tackle. It's a full pickup this time. Oh my goodness. Absolutely getting reaped.
Yeah, just hitting those buttons, those new buffs really coming in clutch that far round. Just so impressive at times. Hard to get past.
Whoa. Oh. Follow the tackle with the armor tackle.
Zane's home, but unfortunately, yeah, just going to be draining away. Trying to make something happen, but yeah, gets an armor response.
Armor up again. Has a little armor left here. Yeah, he uses it.
Oh, trying to BC something, but gets the hit anyways, but not the full confirm. That's okay.
Whoa.
Armor. Have to imagine that was a mix-up option.
Oh.
Trying to go for the tackle.
Looks like they missed their combo there.
Goes to the dive kick. Yeah, neutral jump. Worried about the SSBA as an option. It's still a threat here. Okay, trying to navigate this and finds the button hit.
Zane tried to run in and do something. But
I have to imagine SSBA again. You know, it's such a threatening option. Zane going back to character select after this quick 2-game reversal. GRIMNIR on the screen.
Yeah, not a bad option. We'll see how this roll plays out as well, right? I'm not super certain how this will play out because I do know that VASERAGA's ability to take their turn once armor is on. But you are sacrificing a turn to put on armor, so maybe GRIMNIR can also put up seals at the same time. So you both are putting out your strengths at the same time. So it kind of just depends if it takes initiative, I think.
Absolutely. And that Fireball 2 is a really strong option. You have your Lariat, you have your EX Tornadoes, and you're trying to set up a trap to
what an
anti-air.
Cool 30% and armor. Nice throw.
Throw back, yeah. Zane's still showing the grappling mentality. It's working out.
Nice, that tornado beats out the EX Fireball.
And the other thing, too, you got to worry about, you have the ult Tornado, too. That's just so fast. You have so many options. Get a good start off of it, too.
Just to get out, tackle, frame trap.
Oh,
wow.
Reversal, but not paying off for Zane. Deotay cashing out all this damage, trying to find a way to get the kill. And they do. Deotay on set point.
Really nice optimization right there.
Trying to make every hit count. Zane's got to dig deep about things.
Ooh,
EX
okay,
Tornado
yeah.
into the seals. We got our game plan online. Starting the pressure.
Bro gets tagged. Follows up with another one, though. Oh!
And again, just letting the 2H rip. Has the armor available, so might as well give it a shot and see what happens.
Yeah, big damage. Has EX Tornado, puts the seals up, but that swipe, it's just so long. Ultimate Tornado.
Ult Tornado. Good blocking Deotay.
Has the corner position, pressuring with Fireball. Tries to armor, but gets punished for it. Of course, Ultimate Command Throw is always on deck.
Finding those steel dashes too. Worried about the stance. Using that DP multi-hitting. Finding the hit. Another hit. Big opportunity using the small bounce conversion.
really big, but not enough to kill VASERAGA.
And you gotta guess.
Seals, tries to command throw maybe? Got beaten.
Yeah, just the chip out, so critical. Not a lot of options, no armor available, no metered options, so you really just gotta guess. Hopefully the spot dodge is good enough. Bringing up the round count, trying to stay alive here.
Armor versus wind seals. Pressure in the corner, armor's back up.
Oh, yeah, I like that utilization. Using their 5 and flip out just to avoid the armor.
Ooh, beat the ultimate fireball with that. Jump in.
Oh,
A little too far away, but gets damage.
Oh, no.
It's represented that option a couple times already, but this time it finally pays off.
So
Armor back
much.
up.
Raging
Oh!
Strike finds the hit and not quite enough to burst out. Deotay taking it 3.
I think it just hit raw. It didn't get blocked.
Oh, is that? Yeah, it must have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to imagine.
Yeah.
But Deotay moving on into Grands, looking good.
That's how I felt they were going to play it on paper, right? You just see, like, VASERAGA, when that game plan gets going. I do think Armor beats Seals in that situation, just because, like, I think it's a little bit more versatile, right? You're kind of representing more parts of the screen. We saw Zane kind of fire back with tornadoes, right? But, you know, just multiple opportunities in terms of VASERAGA being able to armor through multiple things, and ended up closing that with really strong offense.
Yeah, you know, and there's some opportunity even without armor, right? If you crouch the seal, you avoid the dash and just have to react to the high if it comes out, but then they can threaten the low. So, but, you know, good awareness all around. We saw Deotay utilizing 2H as a really strong anti-air option in the corner.
Right. Oh, yeah, like reversal 2H,
mileage.
even it would hit, like, just raw sometimes, too, right? Not even, they weren't even in the air.
Yeah, they weren't even in the air. And just working out, using the armor, too, to get through a lot of the setups is just super critical.
Right,
But,
absolutely. And, of course, you know, Zane's not out of it yet. He's going to stay on and going to face shuaboo in losers. The winner of this will go on to face Deotay back in grand finals.
Absolutely. And, you know, we saw shuaboo been repping LOWAIN a lot, right? But we saw the SEOX come out for a little bit. You know, in this matchup, if it's a GRIMNIR, it's tricky, right? LOWAIN wants to start doing that game plan of setting up the stuff, but GRIMNIR can just kind of air dash through a lot of things. And
Yeah, and the
validate.
fireball, the tornado is just really powerful against a lot of the summons as well. So it's kind of up to shuaboo to kind of break the momentum. Again, ultimate pinwheel was really, really good for that, right? Kind of the I win card forces your opponent to really respect LOWAIN once he's at 50 meter. So that could be a factor as well, right? But it's also kind of, again, it always kind of goes down to whether or not LOWAIN's offense works in a lot of these matchups, right? If you're really good at blocking what he does, it can get really hard for him to kind of enforce his game plan, right? Especially against people who are good against HPA.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you know, he's got the counter too. It's a fast reversal option to deal with shield dash, sort of additional momentum start. Just taking out button check here. But of course, you know, we could see the alternative too. Maybe represent the SEOX using the wall dive to try to escape the seal setups, or using that air fireball to kind of close airspace a little bit away from GRIMNIR. Or we could see Avatar BELIAL too.
I guess it's not impossible, yeah.
But, you know, especially against some of these, you know, higher damage mix-up characters, it's tricky, right? You know,
Yeah.
You don't necessarily want to waste the games there and let it rock, but we are going to rock in this GRIMNIR. Checking all our inputs, making sure everything's good, of course. Siegfried.
Okay.
Okay, so shuaboo was playing Siegfried a bunch pre-nerf, right? Really enjoying a lot of the pressure options he has available. He really utilizes the system mechanics really well. Even post-nerf, you know, utilizing. It's a solid character.
Solid character,
High
yeah.
damage output, big buttons. That fireball being able to control a lot of space too is going to be super critical. Not nearly as big to contest some of the seal dashes on the high points, but still an option available to at least threaten the lower seals.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you can go band for band damage-wise too, right? So it's really important.
Letting that DX fireball rip right away into the slam just to maintain the advantage. You see shuaboo, once that fireball's gone, just kind of back off. Don't need to worry about it too much, and then start the pressure.
Ooh, okay.
There's the old fireball, the initial hit, getting the pickup too.
Okay, nice DP. Very aggressive from shuaboo right now.
It's paying off really well. shuaboo's been able to navigate the matchup. The up tornado, good awareness from Zane to get things going, but block button saving him.
Nice challenge right there. Not a third time. Wow, fireball does that.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to contest super fast projectile.
Throw. Okay, wow, backside.
Finds the hit, but pushing up full confirm. Finds the reset hit this time. Standing up far away. Finds another reset hit. Zane closing out round one.
Battle 2.
It's tricky too here. shuaboo was able to find a lot of stray hits. Oh yeah, just spend the projectiles right away. I love to see it.
6-6-0, putting in the work right now for Zane. Is the seal going? Top leaves one.
The tornado whips the throw, gets the seal dash anyways. Huge damage. Has 100 meter on deck too. Doing all the cool stuff. Gonna go for a reset this time. And hits high.
It's a meaty jump in. That's nasty. It's a camera mix-up.
Yeah, absolutely. Going for the layer 2 mix already, representing that, you know, sometimes some players know the matchup on one of the setups. Are they going to go for the next one? shuaboo going back to character select. Thinking it over.
Yeah.
LOWAIN. Okay. Yeah, you know, LOWAIN's gotten him this far. Aside from that one SEOX stint, right?
Right.
He's been doing really well.
I think that like the intention was to kind of challenge a lot of what Zane did with Fireball, and then, you know, they DP'd early to kind of make it a little interesting in terms of like defense, but then I think they're kind of seeing that like, oh well, this is I'm getting completely outclassed on like offense versus defense right now.
Such a challenging time too, but there's that fireball all gone. Has the missiles, finds the hit though.
Yeah, you know, with Catbot you can kind of trade like the position, right? Well, you get seals, but I control the ground for a little bit.
Absolutely. Oh, what an unfortunate drop here from Zane, but shuaboo able to capitalize on it, getting the corner switch too.
Okay. Gets the block there, but throws waiting. Ooh, good challenge. Low. Not much of it, but shuaboo's able to keep corner position. Back throw on that. Tries to challenge, tries to BC. Yeah, loses, and he's got full meter.
Full meter, the seals are there for him. Spending all the cash, has the EX tornado for the additional cool factor. It was a good get there. It's so tricky too, you know, shuaboo is really making all the right choices and stuff, and just you're in the corner, you make one wrong mistake.
Yeah, because he missed time that BC because he didn't actually block yet. It's tough. I will say though, Zane has been really good about challenging as well on offense, or on shuaboo's offense.
Oh, so unfortunate. Yeah, that we've seen that a couple times now. The parry is not auto-correcting, and they're paying the price for that.
Has to hold that good jump.
Jump to
the corner, baits the DP.
Good confirmed here. You know, unfortunately, it's an old skill, so don't get the full counter hit confirmed, but any damage is good damage here.
Nice. Failing that throw, has 100 meter. Probably going to opt to set that for this.
Ooh, good use of the ult bros to challenge that fireball. Big start, another one.
It's set up, it's a belly flop, it gets blocked, and then the low hit, ultimate tornado, ultimate seals. Uh-oh, this is a tough setup.
Another throw. So unfortunate. Zane taking a lead here. Zane doing 2-0 against shuaboo.
It's an unfortunate one for sure.
And again, it's just been so many options of these threat and throw tech scenarios, and it's just not paying off.
Tornado beats it.
Ooh, seal dash.
Nah, it kind of missed it up there. Got counter hit. It takes a turn, but Zane challenges.
Utilizing the big crush properties of that far end. Definitely good opportunity. This is doing a chunk of damage. Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta guess again. Is it another throw tech?
Nice.
Nah, using the button tech this time and able to be rewarded with a combo of their own.
There we go. Blocks the mix, but once again, layer 2 whistle throw. Oh, combo breaker.
Thanks for the assist, amigo. Got a lot of damage on deck.
Wow, tries to air throw. It does not work out. Should kill here.
Absolutely. shuaboo on the board. You know, one of the challenges, too, with this character is you have the 100 meter, and there's particular scenarios you set up to do his human killers to get the kill, but, like, you can't. Right now, shuaboo taking control, trying to put a 1 on the board here, but Zane not making it easy.
Nice air block on it. Ooh, corn.
Eating the corn. It's good for you, I hear, but Zane getting the hit.
Ultimate counter. First time we've seen like this whole tournament.
Very good option, too.
Okay, gets a little meat in there. Certified Scran.
Oh, but seals are definitely an option. Got to worry about it. Yeah, just escape immediately with the 6XL.
Another pinwheel. Ah, tried to use the backdash, but did not work.
right there, but luckily not in the corner, so not a lot of combo options. Oh no, misinput. Yeah, had to have been DP, I imagine, but just hit a little bit late. The Capbot saving him.
One missile. That's all it takes. Ultimate Tornado.
Good block on the Tornado this time. You ready for
Ultimate Wheel. Catbot loses to Ultimate Tornado. They're trading wheels and tornadoes.
Everything right now. The Raging Strike, the BC, force to respect it. It just gets chased down by the Tornado. Zane again on set point.
Battle 3. Engage.
One round away from in the game on the board, but Zane's just been playing really compact and really aware of the options that shuaboo has available to him.
Okay, let it use the last year to really mix them there.
Hard option. Zane's been representing the runaway a couple times now, but it's working out.
Good jump.
There's
Again,
the
but gets
throw,
tied by the Tornado. Extended hurt box too much. They should do it with a
yeah,
super.
they should do it. Oh my goodness, Zane gonna be taking it 3-0 on eliminating shuaboo. But good run, no less.
Yeah, we
Still
saw,
a top player.
Yeah, shuaboo. I spoke to them, before tournament. Like, are you gonna throw so you don't have to play in top 8 and you can commentate? And they're like, I don't think I have to throw to not make top 8. But look at them all the way to top 3.
Top 3. I'm proud of him. I would have loved the Yamp with him, but I think we're having a great time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the way it's meant to be, right? shuaboo.
What do you call it? It always follows the script, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Top player in vanilla. But yeah, so we're down again. We're gonna match Deotay versus Zane in grand finals coming up. But while we're working through that, I think we're gonna have a quick little break here. Any thoughts on the matchup? Any sort of adjustments maybe Zane can make in it?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, other than maybe start with GRIMNIR. I think the Avatar Belly was good to kind of steal a game, but ultimately I think that it was just pretty tough because we didn't see a lot of winning opportunities for either character that they had played, right? But I think GRIMNIR was closer for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they got the one game, right? With BELIAL, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's just an adjustment. And, of course, Avatar BELIAL, not the most stable character, right?
Yeah, it was punctuated by, one situation where they had reset the combo into the SSBA, I think. So it's kind of like a cheeky eye, they stole that game necessarily. But I would think that, but then again, I didn't necessarily see, a really solid, win condition from either character necessarily. Just because of the way that Deotay is playing right now, just really strong momentum capturing and just really good at just enforcing their offense the whole way through.
Absolutely. And Deotay not taking a whole lot of risks, right? He's forcing the guessing game on you, and you have to react accordingly. It's so in favor of VASERAGA's options, especially with the armor. And even if you guess right, sometimes it doesn't work out because they've got the armor. So,
yeah, it's really I think the way you kind of have to play this matchup, depending on your character, is that you kind of have to bet it on jumping out of command throw sometimes, and just I'm more right this time, so that I can actually make it a painful option for you, right? But it can be tough just to kind of do that. But it really just depends on your philosophy and how you want to approach the matchup.
Absolutely. And I mean, yeah, the jump out, super critical, but if we're going with GRIMNIR,
yeah,
that's not always an option.
Yeah.
Maybe you can seal dash to punish and be one of those fast fall moves, but it's challenged with that floaty jump or using the 5U, even trying to escape. I think a lot of the times it's just kind of dependent upon forcing VASERAGA to come in and then using those seal dashes to catch them coming in.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to... It depends, too, because maybe you could preemptively set up a defensive seal, right?
He could, yeah, definitely. And, maybe even zoning, right?
Yeah.
The Tornado's a good choice.
Zoning and then setting up a seal behind yourself, necessarily. I don't know. Could be something like that.
Yeah, a lot of choices. GRIMNIR has a lot
I think the camera's frozen. I think Zane hasn't moved in a good 2 or 3 minutes. I haven't even seen him blink yet.
No blinking. Making sure. Okay, we're good. We're good now. We're good. Oh no, we're back. Is that what rollback is?
Yeah.
Is that
the
how
rollback
that works?
netcode.
It could also have been a City of the Wolves diff, right?
True.
Coming off of City of the Wolves, has to go fight VASERAGA. Nobody's ready for that at that point. Just staring down his opponent and saying, "Hey, ready to get 3-0'd? Which way? Who knows?" But Deotay just happy to be here. Game Shark installed, ready to go. Action replay. Code breakers even, who knows. Shoutouts to cheatcc.com.
So yeah, the first part of this matchup is obviously which character Zane's gonna play, right?
VASERAGA.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it looks like they're gonna go for the GRIMNIR.
I mean, they're fresh with GRIMNIR, right? They played like 4 or 5 games in a row now, so it's not a bad option.
yeah,
Keep
absolutely.
the ball rolling.
Versus
But
GRIMNIR.
you know, it's a matter of getting that first interaction sometimes too. These are very steamrolly characters,
Believe in
and once they get their win conditions set up,
Battle
it's
one.
real tough to come back from.
Engage.
There's select, of course. We could go back and see. We could see an unknown third character. Zane, even,
Could spin the block and go back to Avatar BELIAL. You never know. So
What if Zane plays, I don't know, Ferry, or we haven't. I don't think we've seen a single Galleon on stream this whole time.
oh, true.
The newest character, a lot of fan favorite, of course, and I think the jury's still kind of out on how good she is. Her playstyle's kind of different from a traditional grappler, right?
Right.
Has a lot of plus frames, and then you die in the corner sometimes if the rock is set up.
Kind of interesting. I think she's kind of like a cross between a big body and a grappler, which is kind of what VASERAGA already is. But
Yeah, it I feel like if I tried to explain it to a non-Granblue player, maybe somebody who plays Street Fighter or something, I kind of think of her more like a Laura function, right? She has that
Yeah.
pressure, has the projectile. She just happens to have a command grab, right? And that's
Right.
the threat.
that's what I mean, though. Like, it's your Abel archetype. You know?
Imagine her having the Versailles roll.
Yeah.
Or what was it, Falling Star? Man, I guess she has Soul Throw, right? Close enough.
Pretty close.
But we're getting into it, folks. Grand Finals, Deotay on winner's side. Zane fighting out of losers here. These two players not familiar with each other.
Believe in
Okay,
victory.
letting the intros rock, and we're going to let Grand Finals rock. Here we go. Chain Shift 2025, Granblue Fantasy Versus. Here's Grand Finals. Deotay versus Zane.
Right away, the aggression. Unfortunate. Getting the punish here, too. Starting off really strong.
Yeah, really aggressive start. Throw gets tech, though.
Another throw. Yeah,
Oh.
Tex this time. Getting the punish. Damage opportunity.
It doesn't go for it a third time. Pays off with it. The full meter.
Goodness, starting it off with a perfect. That's definitely an answer to
Yeah,
saying, hey,
absolutely.
City of Wolves no more. I'm ready for you.
Tries for a fireball to start the round this time. The challenge the 2L.
Yeah, we've seen Zane a lot of times start off with this aggression. Even guessed correctly on the fireball with the jump, but just that floaty jump, it's hard to contest a lot of those answers.
Another 2L into armor setup. Tackles the tornado. Doesn't quite work out.
Trying to find an answer to it, but Zane able to get to the other side and start the punish. Setting up that last seal, goes for the throw bait, finds the hit. Now, VASERAGA, healthy boy, not going to be quite enough to get the kill, but close.
Skill, tornado setup, and I don't know, stuck his hand in the blender, it looks like.
So, yeah, Moses tried to anti-air or something like that.
It's a really tough situation, obviously, because you're stuck in proximity guard, more or less. But then you've got to deal with a really powerful mix-up coming from GRIMNIR. Just like that, Zane. Lightning fast first round. Game, rather.
And, didn't give Deotay a lot of opportunity to armor up, but now that we've got the armor reset,
Just jumps in.
Just jumps in and finds the hit. Armor re-up again. Raging Strike, raw hit. It's going to get the hit, reset.
Ultimate to refresh.
Yeah, using the ult
back
Fireball
throw.
2 to re-armor up. Strong option. Doesn't want to have to deal with it.
Ah, it happened again!
Again, but not getting the pickup. DP in response.
That's a big drop.
Oh, yeah, trying to anti-air using that armor, but unfortunately whiffing. Deotay, 1 diamond.
What?
Oh, goes for the low this time. It's a funny mix-up.
They should do it. They got SSA.
Absolutely, yeah. Gonna spend all the cash here. Get the hit. We're doing the full cinematic. Zane.
And all it took was a single back throw from Zane to get this started. It's really deadly.
Absolutely. know, Deotay had most of it, was using the armor, had all the control, and it's just like one silly little action sometimes changes the tide.
Well,
The
even
EX
had the
Fireball
opportunity
again.
because they had done the reversal Raging Strike and it hit. Just happened to drop that combo. Command throw, though. Another one.
Command grab. Yep, Zane disrespecting, goes to the high, gets the
yeah.
throw in the corner just for positioning, good awareness, using EXO, instant dash.
Another command throw.
Another command grab.
Back to neutral here. Jumps into the tornado. Didn't expect that, I think. Didn't expect the EX one.
Gotta be ready for it sometimes, but Deotay getting the hit, big damage, just should be enough to get the kill, and it is. Deotay on the board. One round apiece.
Battle 3.
Okay.
Engage.
Like seals the deal. Tries to armor, but gets punished for it. All the pressure on Zane right now. Gets the corner combo.
We've seen a couple times too. Deotay just going for the tech, and you know, getting tech is important in its own right. But if you're doing the late tech,
It's low.
yeah, it's just a little too slow. And finding the throw bait again. Doing all the cool stuff, spending the meter resource, setting up the off-screen mix. Who cares? Just reversal through it. It works out.
Nice drop there.
Deotay surviving, utilizing that armor, trying to make something
Armor,
happen.
ultimate
Hold
tornado,
fireball.
Late tech. BC's out. Nice hit. Oh, but drops
but
it again.
Unfortunately, not quite enough. Finds the hit anyways.
Too far.
And
These are
Raging
big
Strike
drops.
sucks, apparently.
Yeah, these are huge drops. The Raging Strike giveth and it also taketh away.
Take it away. Yeah, he got the high hit, but you know, can't even seem to get the full combo conversion. Zane quick 2-0 right now.
Because that is like the main buff, right? The 5M made it more possible to combo into that, but it's whiffed both times now. Are they playing the right version?
Yeah, maybe we double tech the patch. I think Galleon's here, who knows? But now Zane taking the commanding lead here. Setting up the seals, setting up all the conditions available to win here.
And it goes high.
Yeah, Deotay unfortunately not having the 50 meter to reversal out of it, so Zane able to do a free mix there.
Full combo for Zane.
Built all that meter?
Well, there's two full combos that already put you at like, you know, like 5%. So it doesn't shock me.
He's going to survive, but yeah, unfortunately just getting counter hit out the seal dash.
And this is one of the bigger weaknesses of VASERAGA is that he has no like natural reversal, right? It's not like he needs meter for it.
Absolutely, and yeah, he's been trying to arm up this whole time, and Zane's been doing a good job of pressuring, but has the armor, so reversal options could be a little bit stronger. Zane going for these throws, saying, hey, I know what armor is. Check this out.
Okay, tries to get out of the corner. Wow, ultimate seal
counter
set.
hit, crouching too. This is so critical right now.
Okay, here's the mix yet again. It's high, blocks it.
Blocks high. I don't even know how you do the seal dash properly there.
Nice, baits the DP here. This is big. Gets them started.
Yeah, has the cash to spend, has the life to spend too.
Ultimate fireball, breaks through it. Spends another one. Got 50 more meter. Could make something happen here. Armor's up.
Stance, I like
BC's
that.
out.
Fade away, but the fireball again. Zane resetting.
Yeah,
Going
just like
into
that.
Super duper grand finals, Shin grand finals even.
Yeah. Super Skybound Grand Final.
Super Skybound. I like that. That's good. 6XL grand finals even. But we're locking back in, believing in our characters.
Back to 0-0. This time, Deotay with a good 2L challenge. He's got a couple of those in this set so far. But the big difference in this set is so far he's not been able to build meter at the start, and then he's getting just worked over by Zane in the corner here.
Unfortunately, command grab just barely whipping there, and now Zane went up perfectly sealed.
Yeah, this also is really dangerous.
Blocks high again, but unfortunately, yeah, open up by the additional seal. So critical.
Okay.
Goes high again, but
wow, dodges the BC. Comes back for some pressure. Just like that, Deotay another round.
Battle 2. Engage.
trying to move along.
Okay.
See, okay, good spacing trap there for Deotay this time. But again, that sweet, really strong option too. Going through any sort of approach.
Yeah, Deotay with a good challenging L. Tries to command throw, but Zane does jump in and punish. Another combo. Throw gets late tech into an untech throw.
Cool. Goes for the seal dash. It is minus, so Deotay, good awareness to take their turn back, but get thrown in response.
Sent back to quite a few times in this set, and like really critical ones too. Ultimate tornado blocked. Backside and that. Yeah.
The BC getting baited. Zane taken. The first game of the reset.
Only that first BC hit has worked so far, like on accident. But every other one is when it's been baited is not hit.
Yeah, and I think one of the tricky problems too is you could be going for a throw bait or a throw BC OS type thing, and it's just not working out sometimes.
Right.
GRIMNIR kind of the king of baiting that with the seals, so you gotta be ready for it.
Okay. Stuck here because the EX Tornado gets thrown. The EX Seals blocks them though. Pretty good defense there. Takes the throw. Takes another throw.
Yeah, Seal's not available yet. Now they're back online. Gonna try to find a way to get those set up, but it's the low after the womp walk.
Ultimate Fireball to keep the pressure. Tackle. Gets tagged by a Fireball. In the corner now.
Using that little Fireball for the additional extension and the armor hit too. Zane's got a guess. That's a command grab, not quite right.
Armor's through it.
Armor finds the hit.
That buff
finds the
mattered
kill.
that time.
Absolutely. Deotay down on the board.
Yeah, we're seeing Deotay have some good rounds on offense here. But it's mostly been the defense that's been the difference. But he has defended himself pretty well for what he can. He's late taking these throws. Gets out with the DC there. Has armor. Just armors through 2 hits, but gets tagged by a seal dash. With that, he's also getting the offense started.
Has all these conversions. Gonna use the seals to get the setup, and yeah, finding that reversal again. We've seen that a couple times now. Deotay ready to let that rip if needed. Trying to use the air stall to get a stutter step going, but for the high this time.
Armor reversal. Armor tackle, but I thought it beat that. It did not.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's just one too many hits it seems, and luckily you don't get a whole lot of options to it being a reversal and all that. But
They're trading the. Whoa! Reversal armor up. It worked out though. Tries to armor through that. Does not work. Jumping L. Has no meter, does Zane. But has no BCs anymore.
Oh no, finds the hit. Zane tying up the round count.
Battle 3. Engage.
They're starting off this pressure strong with a fireball.
Okay, they're BCing back and forth, but Zane gets hit in the corner. And with that, he has 50 meter, can set this up. If he decides, yes he does. What is it? Whoa, he blocks it!
This time, ready for it.
But he's still gonna deal with the throw pressure.
Deotay's starting to see some of that timing. There's that anti-air. No armor needed this time. Gonna use the Rage and Strike to get an additional extension. Oh my gosh, what a grip of damage. Armor's now an option available for Deotay.
Got another stock there. Tries to armor through the ultimate tornado, does not work. Throw. One more throw to it. Is that no BC?
Again, the throw bait. Zane going up 2 games.
Dominant performance. Yeah, Deotay's had some good rounds, but unfortunately have not really been able to like put a lot of these good performances together to actually win a game.
You know, Deotay, it's going to be on him to figure out some of this match out using the armored armor install as an option to deal a seal slash.
Okay, resetting EX command throw. Just tries to walk through it, but the DP has worked pretty well against that.
But you know, you have to imagine, even as Deotay, you're happy to see that 50 meter go away for a DP that does not much.
Yeah, got that combo there, looks like. Blocks the seal, then EX, the ultimate DPs to follow it up to make it safe, question mark? Not really.
Yeah, I mean, going for the gambit, sometimes you have to. You haven't seen that all 5 games so far, so might as well.
Jump in, Raging Strike comes out.
The throw bait again, Zane. 1 round away for closing out the whole tournament.
Yeah, and this could be a big 6-0 right now. The ultimate download style.
Yeah, you know, Zane just able to navigate really well. We're working on that armor setups, and just, it's tricky sometimes.
Okay, BC to start. Kai's command throw, but now it's out. Armor through it.
Oh yeah, we got the stance armor. Just starting this approach. Oh, but unfortunately, yeah, the DP just so many hits so quick, able to crush.
Okay, Deotay quickly fires back with the ultimate command throw. Armor's through that. It's worked a couple times now.
So may have found the answer. The armor, into the armor, into the armor, into the armor, into the counter hit this time. That's fair down. Zane just trying to play compact. One
Tried to
round
armor
away.
there. I got punished for it now. Zane's going to get to start the offense, which is really bad. Because as you know, these mix-ups are really hard to see. And it's still got that throw pressure. Just like that, baits the throw.
It's an air hit though, so not a whole lot of damage available. Gonna spend out the SSBA
It's that combo
anyways,
limit.
but it drops!
Yeah, he was that combo limit already.
Deotay staying alive here.
Yeah, that air hit ended up being everything because they had a super before that. Another chance at life here for Deotay. Armor's up like 3 times in a
my
row.
gosh, yeah, it does not stack, but we'll believe that it does.
It's about making a statement.
Yeah, it's working out so well against the seal dash so far. Might as well, right?
Oh, gets
Finds
tagged with
that
a frame
seal dash
trap.
though.
Yeah, big frame trap. We've seen this story before. Zane about to set up some mix-ups here. Throw gets late teched again.
Another tech, another
But
tech.
nice challenge. Armor is live. So are those tornadoes.
Find a way in. Armor slowly trickling down. Zane just trying to outlast it.
Ooh, ultimate tornado gets blocked. Tackle. Almost lost him to the round. Here comes some armor slash. Blocks it out.
Find a way in. Deotay, not a lot of life left. SSBA is an option. Gonna have to guess. Goes through the tornado.
Ultimate
finds the
fireball.
hit.
Here we go. Command throw.
No, one more guess. You gotta worry about it. Fireball coming in.
Oh, whiffed. BC keeps the pressure. Overhead block.
Gambles in.
Oh!
No! Zane gonna be taking it with an SSBA. Winning change shift 2025.
Zane with a really clean performance, blocking that overhead to close it out. Deotay bet the entire tournament on an overhead to win that game, but Zane, great defense, closes it out. And with that, he is your change shift 2025 champion.
Absolutely. And you know, big props to Deotay. You know, SoCal classic player.
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
been through the scene the whole time, and it's good to see that the results they're coming out with. You know, even if they can't make it out to all the events. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Second place, nothing to scoff at.
Absolutely. They played very well, but I do think Zane, just started to play a lot better, right? Really understanding what kind of options that Deotay was going for. Like, he pretty much just absolutely ready for that overhead and that moment, right? So, it just goes to show you if you're a really strong player, you can really adapt your opponent's style no matter, what kind of changes they make to the game plan sometimes.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, Deotay even taking it in the winner side initially too. Strong showing. It's just that matter of adaptation and readiness, right? We saw the counterplay to the armor install using those steel dashes. A lot more throw baits available too.
Right.
You know, in terms of the fast fall seal to bait the throw bait, beats out button tech too.
Absolutely. I think we're gonna throw it to the stage, I believe. So they're gonna have the award ceremony. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, right? But it was a really good tournament. I think that I saw a lot of really high level play, right? A lot of I guess the outcomes I wasn't necessarily expecting per se, and a lot of a character variety as well.
Yeah, it's always good to see that character variety. VASERAGA, of course, recently buffed. It's always good. GRIMNIR's here. Had FERRY, had GBVSR. And all the players performing top 8. In the whole tournament, it's been a great time.
Yeah,
both the blocks, and I've had a great time. But yeah, looks like we're getting set up for some awards. Got a camera move and all that jazz. But, if you're at home still watching, we got a match Reno. All the codes have been claimed, but if you're able to contribute directly, it would be super appreciated.
Yeah,
even if you can't, share the link. That helps too. Maybe somebody who sees the link can share directly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, other than that, and if you're still here, we got the chain shift merch. This hoodie, it's pretty comfortable, and I'm warm now. It was cold in here. Oh, you came prepared, clearly.
Yeah,
I did not.
I mean, you gotta rep the cardigan, right?
Yeah,
that's how it goes.
I mean, really professional looking. I'm over here wearing a Whooper Hawaiian shirt underneath. So
I mean,
the dichotomy.
It's the it's the two gamer genders, right?
Yes, Whooper and cardigan, my favorite genders. But yeah, I mean, if you're able to support the event directly, you can buy some merch. It's at
absolutely.
front desk.
Only within your means, obviously.
Yeah. There's a couple options too. If the hoodie, I'm not sure what the price is, but there's a shirt option too available. So there's
absolutely
plenty of options. And yeah, but other than that, maybe if you're let's see, Matrino, any of the good stuff. Are you big on gear?
I do buy my fair share of merch. I usually just to support the event, right? So it's pretty important just to kind of rep that, especially local stuff or like events that are just starting, just to kind of show that you were here, right? And like you rep the event, and then when it comes back next year, you can wear it again, right? And like, oh yeah, I was here the first year, check it out, right? Or I supported the first year at least, right? So it's it's a kind of like a badge of honor in its own way, right? So always respect people who do that when they come to events.
Absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, we're getting set up. I mean, just as like a quick rattle off here for our top 8.
Yeah, I don't know what events are next on this stage.
I think Guilty Gear specifically is coming up here.
Okay.
And then we've got what's on the other one? Uni. Okay, that makes sense. And then
Okay.
yeah, a bunch of Tekken coming up. I think after.
Okay.
So
Got it.
Tekken Talk 24 today because it's a tour event.
Yeah.
The only one in the United States. So it's
pretty
really
awesome.
Cool. Lots of top players here. I saw Arslan yesterday, and lots of good players. But Granblue's been a lot of fun, lots of good enjoyment. We're getting set up. We have 3 of our top 8 up here.
Okay, we gotta switch to which. Are we doing this by height? Are we doing this by who's 1, 2, 3?
I think it's
Oh, yeah, there we go. We got
yeah,
3,
we're
2,
doing
1,
a
yeah.
countdown, right?
We are doing it by height though, also.
We are doing it. It kind of works out.
All right, and I guess they expect me to narrate this. So third place, shuaboo. Congratulations to him. Definitely grinding. He said he had not played in 2 weeks, but still a lot better than a lot of us, clearly. Of course, Deotay, very inspiring VASERAGA play. And of course, Zane climbing out of losers with the very cool custom lanyard and that medal. Getting the W here, which is cool, right?
Yeah.
Got dual medals.
Dual
Always appreciate that.
Second in City of Wolves, first in Granblue, Hard to complain there. Taking home all that extra bucks, and man, that metal lanyard pretty cool.
Yeah,
kind of
looks
reminds me
awesome.
of the Percival sword, the Minecraft
yeah.
lanyard this time. But yeah, looks like we're getting the rest of top 8 up there, doing a little photo, good fun. But I've had a blast. This top 8 has
a lot
been
of fun.
wonderful. A lot of surprising results, a lot of like funny interactions and all that jazz.
Yeah, big thank you to the organizers for setting up the event and putting on such a great show for all of us to watch. We do appreciate you guys at home watching along as well, right? I hope it was a good time for you as well. But do stay tuned. We are going to have more chain shift action coming up later with Guilty Gear Strive on this stage specifically. But, other events as well, right? So see you guys soon.